Good morning, Tradeify Nation. Welcome back to another London session stream and welcome to day 2 of the Jewels. The Grand Cup Jewels have kicked off officially. We are on to day 2 and I am still alive. Yes, team, if you're watching, I got you. That guy was playing mind games with me yesterday, chat. He was full of shit, basically. He had come in here, told me he was up 3.5k and he was trying to make me sweat, but in the end, stuck to the strategy, stuck to the plan, and it paid off. I ended up taking the win. So I am here alive, round 2. Nick's in the chat. Everyone, give a big good morning for Nick as well. He sadly will not be joining us today. He is still not well. So everyone drop a morning Nick and get well soon, Nick. But is he Tim Cook? Whatever he is, Nick, he is well and truly cooked, that guy. I don't want to see him in the chat anymore because he has made an enemy for life after that. But to the rest of you, whoever is in this round 2 with me, I know Nick has made it through as well. Congrats to the No Stop Loss Butcher. He has officially made it through to day 2 of the Jewels. So wish us luck, London gang. Let's hope Nick and I can represent and get us all the way through. And then maybe we see a No Stop Loss Butcher / Machine Gun Celine finals. Wouldn't that be the jewel of the century? But still a long way to go. Nick says, FYI, I don't recommend trading with the fever. Doesn't really help. Nope. I said that yesterday. I was like, I don't recommend trading when you're sick. That's my worst trading ever is when I'm sick. But to the rest of you, yes, good morning. I hope everyone's ready to lock in. We are having a full 3-hour session here today. We do have a guest, which will be really awesome and really fun later on today. So get ready. Let's lock in. Let's see what the charts have given us. I haven't taken a trade yet, but I am on the lookout because it is day 2 of the Jewels, and I need to get 3 trades in here today at some point. So let's go. All right, this is NASDAQ as per usual. I will break it down for you, and then we'll get into all the Grand Cup stuff. We will break down who has left standing out of the Outlaws. We will look at the Jewels that everyone has up against today, and we'll get into all the fun Grand Cup stuff. But for now, NQ. All right, so right now we have dropped down. This is the daily candle, currently a bearish candle. We have dropped to take out previous day low there and tapped nicely into this bullish gap, which is perfect for the bullish bias that I have on the high time frame right now. So a drop into a bullish daily gap like this is very clean for me to be in a long position today, just based on the daily candle right now. So daily open, where we are for daily open, is sitting at 30,120. Yesterday, we just kept rocketing through price. Like where I took profit yesterday in the London session was, I don't know, somewhere just, I'll go back and find it. But basically, we just kept flying higher and higher yesterday. Like the sky was literally the limit. But as we always say, like NQ has to come down at some point. And that did, we did get that drop, heavy drop in the New York session yesterday. So we did get that sell-off. We did retrace a little bit coming into that afternoon session, and then Asia has just continued that New York bearish drop here. So not sure what we will get in terms of price action today for the London session. I am looking more for a buying opportunity to take a long. I do like how we've swept out this swing low on the 4-hour. As you can see, there would have been a nice long position for me to be in that last 4-hour candle, but I was not at the desk. So sweep a previous day low, tap into that daily bullish gap, and then have a sweep of previous 15-minute low, which all aligned with the Asia low sweep. So this would have been a clean long for me to be in at 107, but wasn't at the desk, so I'm not in this long. But that would have been a nice long to be in for my Grand Cup account. Would have been up a nice what was the points right now? That 133 points. So what the hell? Markets are moving. We're not even like Frankfurt. We're in Frankfurt, but London is still an hour away, and we are already making moves here. So I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Should be a good day. Right now we do have all these bearish gaps, to fill from Asia. Asia has dropped from this high to this low around 300 points. So it is quite a large Asia session. With that, though, I do like when we have a large expansion session, the session before, to come up and retrace some of that move. So that's why this would have been a perfect area for me to be longing from. Once we get that Asia low sweep, the previous 4-hour low sweep, this was the perfect area, but I'm not in this long right now. So I'm looking for potentially another pullback into one of these 15-minute bullish gaps and to take a long out of there up into the Asia highs, because I just think we're going to retrace the entire Asia drop right now. It's looking like that, but we'll see. We'll see what price wants to give us. That is what I'm looking at. We have Asia high sitting at 30,090. And then we have the previous day high. Previous day high, where are you? Previous day high all the way up at 3,379. So that is also all-time highs right now. So that is what we're trading with. I don't know if we're going to go on to break new all-time highs today, but hey, anything can happen. And let's just get a quick check on if we have, I think there is news today. There is red folder news at 8:30 today. So we have core PCE price index and prelim GDP. So there is some red folder news at 8:30 that will also move the markets, but that is pretty much it. Now, good morning. I know everyone is here. If everyone is here really to find out what the hell's going on with the Grand Cup jewels. So let's get into it, guys. Let me just close this out. Why has my computer just completely gone crazy on me? One moment. Okay, let's get into it. This is the brackets. So it's really cool because you can see when an outlaw has been taken out, it says captured now, which I think is so cool. It just like goes with the whole outlaw theme. So this outlaw, Mr. Brett Simba himself, was captured, which I'm not a fan of. Like, I had Brett in my lineup here. If I was to make it through a couple more rounds, it could have been me facing off Brett for that 25k bounty. So I'm kind of mad about that he's already been taken out, but whatever. Congrats to Nando. Nando took a nice 25,000 home for capturing Brett yesterday. In my lineup right now, I am up against, and I am currently down because my opponent has taken trades, and he is up right now. He or she is up $915. So that is right now the margin for me to beat. Like I said yesterday, I'm taking this a whole different way. Yesterday, I got in way too early, took trades that I shouldn't have been in, took way too many trades to just begin my day, and ended up in the red. Luckily, I still scraped through, but today I've decided to play it slow and play just my own trading as I usually do. So trading the London session. If I don't take a nice win in here, then I will look to the New York session. But $915 is what I need to make, and that is doable. You know, I made something like 1,400 on that London trade yesterday, just trading micros. So it is doable. You just need to get a nice move. Who else should we update on? Let's see who we have left in the Outlaws. I know Joey is up against, well, let's see I think that's who we just beat. Wait. Joey versus Dean Money is definitely the one to watch. That is Outlaw v Outlaw. So that's going to be very interesting because there is 5k up for grabs. Who else do we have in the lineup? Who is this outlaw? Jen got captured. Damn, a few outlaws are out of here, guys. I think a few that would have shocked you guys as well. Let me know who you guys want updates on. There is so many people right now trading in the Grand Cup jewels, but I think one of the ones to watch is definitely the Outlaw v Outlaw round, because that's going to be very exciting to see who wins that. Obviously, we're all Team Joey. But yeah. So where am I now? Okay, yeah. So I've got to keep my eye on the price. I need to make up $915. That is my mission for the session. I need to find a good trade. So let's see what the market brings us. I'm not going to force anything, although this trade would have done it for me. I think by now, anyway, this would have been a nice buy. And if this ends up being the low of the day, I'm going to be so mad. But I'm going to try get another entry in here to long. You aim for those Asia highs. Damn, that's like 300 points. Ugh. But how is everyone doing? How is everyone? Tim was panicking in the end. Oh yeah, Tim was panicking in the end. Is Tim in the chat? Is Tim going to show himself today? He really did make a fool of himself, let's be honest. He came in here being like, Celine, I'm up 3.5K. You don't have any chance to win it. And he was lying. Amir says, can you check Nick, Merriam, and Spud? Of course. Yes, of course. My fellow hostesses and hostess. Wait. Let's see. We got Spud in there. Spud made it through. So this was Spud's first round. He made it through, and he's now up against Rip. So that is another very exciting, round. So we got Joey and D-Money, and then we have Spud, Nick, and Rip. So both have 5K up for grabs. This is going to be so exciting to watch. Make sure you guys are refreshing when you can to check on this matchup. Right now, Spud is in the lead with $123 margin. Nice going, Spuddy. And then we've got Miriam, sadly, has been captured. So well done to Volatility. Captured Miriam there. That would have been a hard one to capture, but somehow he did. So well done, Volatility, for that. But sad that our Miriam has gone. RIP. But who else do we have? Miriam. Oh, and of course, the no stop loss Butcher. And here he is with a clean $53,519. That guy made it through. Nick had a nice margin there, almost 4K up on his opponent. So scary. You don't want to come up against the no stop loss Butcher. This right now, he's in the lead again, roughly around $49. I'm not sure if Nick, have you taken any trades? Probably not, or maybe he's trading now. But looks good. I'm hoping that it's a MGK versus no stop loss Butcher final. Like that will be that would be insane. Nick says, I don't know, have I? Look, it's a competition, Nick. You don't have to talk here. It's all good. Also, if my guy is in the chat today, we're gonna have problems because I was planning on showing my Grand Cup account, but maybe not. And Rebecca, of course, Rebecca's crushing it. She did make it through. Right now, she is sitting with... Sorry, that was her first round. Was it? Yes. First round, crushed it. A sweet little 10K margin there. Rebecca gave herself. That was, like, well done. And then we've got Rebecca right now is down $170. So it's not far. She can still come back from this. It's nothing. But she is down at the moment. So there you go. Both Rebecca and I both in the red right now. But we will see. We're going to try to do Tradeify proud. Amir says, I told y'all that Miriam, Brett, and Max take big sizes, small moves, one contract limit, cook them. Yeah, that could be the case. I don't know though. I don't know what those guys were trading, but definitely if you are a trader that takes like the smaller moves, the smaller contract sizing is going to really make it hard. But also, like, the thing I'm worried about is people who trade gold, because obviously gold and oil, you're going to be, it's going to be much easier for you to take that money off the table rather than me with an NQ trade going to have to hold a lot longer to make as much money. So I'm nervous. The guy that I'm up against being already up $900, like I'm sort of feeling like he could be a gold trader. I don't know. Kiss says, should we start taking bets on who we think will be winners of each round? Yes, as much betting as possible. I wish we could be placing bets on this thing. But yeah. It's a very exciting. Spuds vs Rips is a good one. Yep, for sure. I will be refreshing that one. That's going to be exciting to watch. Andre says Llama is still there. He's going to be a problem for the rest. Saw Max yesterday, saw him and Spudnik were degening the accounts. Well, Spudnik, I did see his screenshot of his Tradeify account. After all was done, he still made it through. So whatever degening that guy had to do, it worked. Although his Tradeify account, his charts were wild. So many executions. But it worked. Yes, Wealth Talks, good question. There will be a giveaway today. We're gonna do multiple giveaways. We're gonna have multiple like targets. So we will say 3 is way too low. Let's do 405 for the first one. 405 likes for the first giveaway, and then we'll talk numbers if you get to that first one. We'll talk numbers about the second giveaway if you get there. So 405, and we will do the first giveaway. Also, we have a guest coming up in around 45 minutes, so make sure you guys are here for that. It's going to be a fun session. Kwang, did you slay your opponent? Hell yeah, I did. All right, let me talk to you guys for real what happened yesterday. So yesterday I took that trade. I took the trade in the London session and bagged like 120 points to bring me back up to a healthy balance. I had like $200. I was down like a good 1,000 and something, and then I brought my account back to 50,200 and something. But when it came to refresh, what's his name? Tim, my guy Tim. He was only up like 200 and I don't know. Basically the margin was like $30 between us. And I was like, hold on a minute. It's a small margin, but I do have the lead now. Now, do I wait for, I don't know if I want to give this strategy away. Oh, as I'm saying it, I'm like, wait, what if my opponent is out there? But basically, what I had to decide is whether I wanted to trade or whether I wanted to see Tim take a trade and then cook himself. And then that way I would get through. And so I decided I would wait. I didn't take a trade. And I'm crazy when it comes to competition. So you best believe I woke up at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. I set my alarm for, and I refreshed my dashboard just to see where I was sitting at. And then I saw I was in front like 1,300, and I went back to sleep and had a beautiful sleep. So that is how crazy I am when it comes to competition. I will wake up in the dead of the night just to refresh the dash to make sure I am winning. And if I wasn't in the lead, I was prepared to trade the afternoon session at 2 in the morning. So to my opponent, in the future, if you're here, just so you know, I take competitions very seriously. And Nick, yes, Nick says legendary. Nick, I'm telling you, I was wide awake. I was wide awake 2 a.m. I was there. This is a very serious competition right now, chat. And who else? I want to know who from the chat is in the duels right now with us. Anyone want me to go over their account, show us where you're at in terms of your 1v1 with your opponent? Asia Trader says, sorry, Celine, that's not crazy in competition. You should see Spud in competition. I know, I do not doubt that the Spud takes the prize there for craziest trader. Nick says $100 bet that Tim doesn't show up today in chat. For real, I would be taking that bet. I don't think he's going to show himself. Tim Della Cooked is what we're going to call him around here. If he shows himself, everyone needs to spam Tim Della Cooked if we see him. Spud was spiraling. I didn't get to see Spud spiraling, but from the screenshot of his account, I could see the spiral. I could imagine. But chat, who is in trades right now? Who took this long? Who is in the duels? Let me know where you guys are at. I want to know everything. Brandon, you made it through. Let's go. Let's check on Brandon. Mario Kart King. Nice. So you're also in the lead again. All right. Mario Kart King is in the lead. He's got $564 in the margin there, up on his opponent. Damn. What can't you do, Brandon? You're the Mario Kart King and potentially the trading king. All hail, Brandon. Jean says, I'm in long. All right, nice. Yep, let's go back to these charts. I'm going to be mad. I'm very mad, actually, because I feel like this was the long of the day. I think it has no reason to come back to take this previous 4-hour low. I think it's just going to head on higher now for Asia High. That's my guess. Anything can happen, but that's what I'm thinking. Shorted the Asia with the mask. Nice. Yes. Also, let me know if you were there in the Asia session. We've started. That's second day of the Asia session with the mask, and he's been killing it. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. 2K on the funded with these longs. All right, Igor, let's go. Loki says, caught from the bottom. I'm still holding. Sick. All right. A few of you are in these longs. I'm jealous, if I'm going to be honest. This is a clean buy for me. I'll tell you what. This is why I would have been in this trade had I been at the desk. Sweep of Asia low. Sweep of previous 4-hour low, which happened up here. So that's that previous 4-hour low level, but we swept it, but had no bullish reaction after sweeping. So waiting for, this is the bottom wick now being made. Waiting for a reaction to buy up to make that wick on the 4-hour. So once we have a bullish reaction at the previous 15-minute low, and it's aligned with an Asia low sweep, and just below that is the daily bullish gap, you've got all these confluences that tell me there should be a reversal coming in. And with that, I would have waited for the 1-minute inversion to confirm that this is the area that price wants to flip, and bulls are taking back their control, very simply put. And then I would have just had stops at the low. So that is a clean buy for me, a plus setup. So well done to those who took that. Wait, Varans? Varans is in the chat. Okay, Varans, I see you. Varans is my opponent, guys. So, whew, what is with me pulling all the Euro traders and the Aussie traders in this Jules? I just want an American so they're not awake during the London session and I can trade in private. But anyway, Varans, I'm coming for you. I will not go easy. But Varans, will you do me a favor and tell me whether you trade gold or NQ? I'm a little bit curious. You can share that, can't you? I will not be going easy though, Varans. And I will not be showing my Grand Cup account in here. Oh yes, Roman, you make a good point. Let's check if this... Yes, joined 4 months ago. I think that is him. Varan says, do you want to know how much I'm up? Yes, Varan, let us know. Although, based on what Timmy came in here and said yesterday, my opponent yesterday, I don't believe you guys. But go on. You could say whatever. I know right now you're up $900. Yeah, Jack Tracer's sling getting his opponent in the chat. Every time. Every time my opponent's here watching. Did this happen to the New York guys, chat? Let me know. Is it just me that's pulling my opponents every single time in the chat? Yeah, Vizard, you make a good point. Don't get cocky, my G, for Hans. He says, Tim got cooked yesterday after showing up here. Oh, shit. We have Tim Della Cooked is what we're calling him in the chat. He says, hi, Colleen. Machine Gun Colleen. Congrats on the win and making to the next round. I took some bad trades and lost all my profit. Also, sorry for yesterday's behavior. You deserve the win. Oh, no, that's actually the nicest. Honestly, that's the nicest defeat. I feel so bad. We were talking trash in here, Tim, but you know what? It was a pleasure. I'm glad that it was you I went up against, and I forgive you for all that shit talking yesterday. But it was tough, but I made it through. And better luck next time, buddy. That's all I can say on that. But yeah, we did have fun with it, Tim. We started calling you Tim Dilla Cooked, but that's actually that's actually a really nice message, so I feel bad. Varans, you little... That is Justin. That is Justin, 100%. I cannot believe this guy. Justin, you are just... That is not even the real Varans, chat. Never mind, that's not him. Because we know it's Justin because he mentioned overnight oats. So just don't even worry. Don't even worry, chat. That's good then. We know that the real Varans is not actually watching us. It's just Justin having a bit of a laugh. April says, shit talking during the contest is okay. Nice talking after his class. Yeah, 100%. Honestly, that is one way to go out. Like, I take my hat off to you. Respect. I don't know if I could have that much class after taking a defeat. So, appreciate you, Tim. Music Overseas says, I'm out of the cup, made 2K, opponent made 4K. Oh, that sucks. That sucks when you're up against someone who, like, I don't know what they're trading to be making 4K, but as in, Oh, it's really tough. Oh yeah, Nick makes a good point. Nick says, Tim, you're still getting $156 for making it to the knockout, so you won something too. That's so true. So you're not walking away with nothing, Tim. So $156 will be heading your way. So well done. Still something. A lot of people didn't even make it through the qualifiers, so you still beat a lot of people. McCann says, when is the next Grand Cup? This looks so much fun and I missed this completely. Oh, McCann, you did. You missed a huge opportunity. This is our second Grand Cup, but no doubt there will be another one. I do not know when, but just be on the lookout. This is, yeah. I think it takes over the whole training space, if I'm going to be honest. Grand Cup right now is just all I see over my Twitter right now. And I think it's giving a lot of people a lot of FOMO who missed out. So make sure you're there for the next one. All right, I just realized I'm still in bar replay mode. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Mia is asking, Celine, can you explain in short what exactly your setup looks like and what exactly you look for in order to enter into a trade? Pretty much, I look for a sweep of a previous 4-hour low. So this is for a buy model setup if I'm looking for longs. If previous 4-hour low gets swept, how about I use it using this demonstration? I feel like a teacher whenever I pull this out. Okay. Previous 4-hour low to be swept. So this was the previous 4-hour low, and the current 4-hour candle had swept its previous 4-hour low. So now I'm bullish bias looking for a long. That has to align with the sweep of a previous 15-minute low, which happened here. It also happened again here, but in this candle there probably was no entry because there was no 1-minute inversion. So it wasn't until this candle had swept its previous 15-minute low that there was a strong 1-minute inversion whilst after the sweep. So pretty much it price looked like this. We had swept the previous 15-minute low, then that reaction to follow through with the sweep. So now I'm trying to get long into the distribution of that 15-minute candle. And then I'm targeting a 1-to-1 for the first partial and then taking off the rest at a structured high. So usually, because there is no other structure... Oh, what the hell just happened there? Because there's no structure to the left, really, because Asia just sold off. These days are really good to just hold for those Asia highs, previous 4-hour high levels. So that's why I'm a little disappointed that I wasn't at the desk in time for this. Jesse, great trading. Congrats on the win. What trades did you make the most with? Honestly, that one London session trade. That was the other crazy thing, that if I hadn't taken those stupid losses in the morning, the Asia session trade that I took, dummy trying to take a reversal trade in Asia, and then the second stupid gold trade I took, I would have been up a lot more, but luckily it was still enough to make it through. Lucky. Nick said, did you see with how much profit Big Daddy Max advanced? Celine, wait, how much did Big Daddy Max advance with? Big Daddy Max got through and he was still in the red. He was 48. His account was at 48,509. And the thing is here that it doesn't matter about how much over the 50K you make. You just need to have more than your opponent in there. That's why the margin is what matters. Like his opponent, Fossum Trades, whoever you are, must be one wild trader to be down that much. He was down, yeah. The margin there was 6.3K between them. So that is wild. Okay, so it's not all about the profit. You just have to have more money in the bank than your opponent. Titan Traders says, can't believe Simba lost yesterday and someone got the 25K. Yeah, and the thing is, Simba was up. Simba didn't even have to take a trade. That guy was up. I don't know what happened there. I think he slipped up. Amir says we might sweep previous 15-minute low here, Celine. Yes, but right now I'm neutral, Amir, because we haven't had a sweep. But the current 4-hour is currently an inside candle with a top wick, and it looks like we could be heading back down to previous day low level. So I'm not getting into anything yet. For me to enter a trade, there needs to be a sweep of the 4 hours previous high or low. So right now, nothing. John says he went from 42k down to 48k. Hell yeah. So he made back like 6k with only being able to trade one mini. That is one good trader. Elias, are you winning against your opponent? Right now, no, I haven't taken a trade. I am sitting at machine gun Colleen. I'm sitting at $915 in margin. So I do have some grounds to make up for here, but I haven't taken a trade yet. Hopefully Varans is trading now and losing. But we'll see. Just for fun says his pullback could be entry. No, this is too overextended now for me to buy up in this leg. I need to see a sweep of something for me to get involved. Usually, if it's an A+ setup, I need us to actually sweep previous 4-hour low. Get all the way back down to these lows around Asia. I don't know if we're going to get there. That's okay. Maybe I have to trade gold today. What is gold doing? Oh, gold would have had a nice buy as well. Today was not the day to be away from the charts. See, why does this happen on... Damn, that's like a 22-point long right there. But the thing is, yesterday I was at the charts early all day sitting there, taking way too many trades. And then today I was like, no, I'm not going to go about my dual round 2 like that. I'm going to take it easy, take it slow, and just approach the charts like normal coming into Frankfurt Open. And yet today was the day not to miss. I missed so many clean setups today, of course. That's how it works. That's how it works. Okay, Roman's put a poll in there, MGK versus Varans. Well, I'm going to say Varans is going to get hella cooked. You better watch out. It's Zen Voices bullish SMT neutral bias right now. Yeah, I'm not too sure where this London session could take us in the next. Well, we have London session coming in 30 minutes, London Open, but right now I can see that 4-hour candle has opened, made a bit of a top wick here. 1 hour has flipped also bullish to begin with, tapped into again. We're trading right now into a bearish 1 hour gap, so we could see some downside based on the 4 hour as well. Just opening, barely making a bottom wick there and trading up. So we potentially could be getting a distribution to the downside in this 4 hour candle. We need to just wait. I'll be waiting for a clean setup. Joey Trade says, MGK, pretty sure gold comes back down to Asia low, so you'll have another go. Maybe. I hope I can get along in here. This trade that I'm looking at now is the clean setup that I needed to be in today, but there will be another one. It's all about that abundance mindset. It's all about the abundance. There's always another setup. We have to tell ourselves that. Jesse James says, I'm very surprised how stressed everyone is competing in this Grand Cup and how low their P&Ls are. Just trade as per usual and copy your cup account into the mix, simple and strong. Yes, but Jesse James, when it comes to it, I know we say that it's all about, trading your setup, trading your plan, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to it, when it's competition and there's money on the line, of course you want to just degen and get in there and trade as much as you can. I don't know. Maybe we're all just different, but for me, it's very hard when it comes to competition not to just be throwing everything at this right now. I'm trying to trade this like a funded account, trying to be really patient, really disciplined. But I'll tell you what, when there is money on the line, I am a different person. Natalie, lean on the inversion. Do you wait for a retest of the 50% IFG or get in once the FEG is invalidated? Or get in once basically there is no retest. As soon as that inverts on the 1 minute, so here at 107, at that minute I am in at market once that closes. So basically 108. The minute that inversion closes and confirms, I am in at market. Constantine says, we are all degenerates, some just more or less than others, pretty much. Yep, all of us. We call ourselves traders, but we are just degenerates at heart. Wolf Pup says, I haven't watched London session in the last 2 weeks, and now everyone calls you Colleen. Yep. That is a thing now. Yep. If you were away the last couple of weeks, welcome back. I now have a new name. Festival says, but would be fun to see Nick and Llama playing each other and outsmarting one another. Both of them are silent gaslighters. It'll boom. That will be one good matchup as well. Actually, who do you guys want to see matched up? Who is everyone's like favorite outlaws right now that they want to see matched up against each other? No, Gnug, invest. I did not catch the longs. I was not here at the desk ready. I was running around, had so much running around to do. I literally leave the country on Monday. So you can imagine how much should I have to do. I've been packing. It's a whole thing. Yes, he says, clean, your opponent is from Belgium. He might start trading. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about my opponent being in Europe, that he's probably watching. He's probably trading right now. He could be in the longs. Like, I'm scared. All right, let's see who you guys want to see matched up. Rake against me. Okay. Cameron says you and Nick, obviously. Yes. That's I gotta have that. Like, if I could verse any outlaw, I would have to be the no stop loss butcher. You guys know that. Slim versus Spud. Okay. Me versus Spuddy could be interesting. I want to see Rips beat PW. Oh, yep. Missy says I want to match up with Colleen. Missy, did you get through? How did you end up going, Misty, with your... Oh, I can look you up. I remember your name. Blue Eye. No. Oh, wait. There you are. Oh, hell yeah, Blue Eye. Misty, way to go. You're up again. A nice $568. Okay. Very good. Let's see. Let's see how far you go in this, Misty. I mean... There could be a point we do end up coming head-to-head, Misty. Maybe. Rips will smoke Spud. Let's see. I don't know, guys. Spud vs. Rips is one hell of a matchup. Yeah, I cannot wait to see this matchup. But guys, we need to be supporting our very own Spudnik. What are you guys talking about? I don't want to see blood spilled between Celine and Spudnik. Vinicio says, Max is very entertaining. Him and Llama on yesterday's NY stream. Oh yeah, did they give you guys like 1,000 accounts? Those guys are funny. Brandon says, lol, all 5 outlaws on my side made it through. Oh shit. I mean, that's good though, Brandon, because there is a lot of bounties up for your collection. You'd rather that. Like, honestly, I was like nervous in the beginning to have Brett on my side of the comp, but then I was like, hold on, that's a 25k bounty inside. I'm not going to complain about that. Robots. Hashtag Spuddy our buddy. That's right. Everyone spam that in the chat today, Spuddy our buddy. We have to support him. All right. Leia has been short on oil from 92.20, still in it. Let's see. 92.20. Ooh, nice. What a dump, Leia. Let's go. Is this on your new funders, Leia? Nice trade. Misty says, I'm here not because of giveaway. I'm here because of you are your trading idea. What? What does that make? How does that make sense? Spuddy up, buddy. Brandon says, a lot of bounties, but Rake, Kane, Rebecca, Rips, and Spud. Okay. R.I.P. Brandon. You got a lot. You got a lot ahead of you. But it is possible. You know, outlaws, as you can see, we get shaken up too when it comes to competition. So it's not impossible. No, Chiron and Q, corn futures are not allowed in the Grand Cup. Nice, Leah. Well done. Great trade. How to get the 4-hour high indicator, Celine? The 4-hour high indicator is this one here. So right now my levels are being printed by the session and key levels indicator, and then I also have my own model visualizer that I had built personally for me. So that's what's the 4-hour low and high right now is linked to my own model indicator, but also the session levels and everything else is done with that one. Sessions and key levels. Like target today, top man trades is 405 likes. 405 likes today for the first giveaway. The Jack says, tell us about the emotional roller coaster after you seeing your opponent in chat to sing negative bounce of opponent. You have no idea how that affected. After the stream, I was like a little bit nervous because I was like, if this guy's really up 3.5K and I've only just recovered my account, like I have a lot of work to do. And I had a lot of stuff to do outside of trading yesterday, and it was like the worst day for me. Just had a lot of stuff like packing and all that shit that I had to do pretty much. And so when it came to it and that 8 AM Eastern rolled around and I was able to get a refresh and I saw he was down, oh guys, the relief, that feeling, suddenly my shoulders were like just, everything just went down. I was so nervous because of course I wanted to shit talk him and pretend like I was killing it. But really, like I had only just made that 1400 that I had made in the London session had just recovered my account. That's how bad I was trading in the morning. So yes, I was very relieved. And then I locked back in and I was like, okay, I still have a chance. And that's when I used my strategy to just wait and see how he was. I set my alarm, woke up at 2 AM, and then I was in the clear. So I think that's all it's going to take. I'm going to try to take one great trade today and then see how far I can get. I'm going to wait for that 8 AM Eastern refresh, see where Varans is at. And I think that's all I can do. If I am ahead at that point, oh, well, actually, I'm not going to say it because Varans could be watching and this is a tournament. So actually, you guys aren't going to know my strat. Artigo says, team played a good game. 10 out of 10 messing with you. Yep. He really did. He, like... Oh, if yesterday was, because he called me on a bad day, like yesterday just had a lot of stuff going on. So that was not one day to be messing with me mentally. I was just about there to just give up and be like, okay, I've lost. But when I refreshed and I saw that he was down, I was like, hold on a minute. This is just a tournament. Why should I just believe this guy? He talked a big game. Oh yes, initial Maverick, you need 3. I always forget this. It was funny yesterday as I was ending the stream and I realized I told Riz, oh, Riz, just leave it. You know, you don't have to take a trade. And then I realized, no, he does. He has to take 3 trades. So yes, I do. I will have to take 3 trades, but I want to take, like, when I say I want to take 1 trade, I mean 1 good trade. And then the 2 others can just be, I don't know, a stab at something. But I'm mad that I'm not in these longs. Caval Mystery says, how much did Varane make? Yes, I could base it off that. Okay, that is a good point. I think he did make a lot. He or she. I don't know why I feel like Varane's is a guy. Oh, wait. Varane's yesterday. Ooh, Varane's was down. So he was up 2.4. 2.4. Then he dropped. What time is that? Is that 2 AM my time? That's got to be Eastern. Anyway, pretty much he was good. He dropped a little bit and he ended up 49,816. So let's see how much he trades today. Right now, he's looking good though. Right now, that is. Good morning, Jimmy. You need to clear out your trading view watch list. Oh, yeah. I really do. Varans is in the chat. Is that the real Varans? I need to check. August 2025. Do we believe it? How do I know if these are the real people? So many of you are trolling me. Ugh. Varan says, I trade gold and I won't close my position until the end, so you won't get that refresh kiss. Ugh. These guys are messing with me. Varans, is it really you? Also, I just don't think anyone... Well, I don't know. I mean, you do you, Varans. You do you. He said he's not going to close his position, so I'm not going to see his account balance at the refresh. Missy says he's fake, I'm sure. I don't know what to believe. Okay, yeah, that's true. Let's check the chat history. Chat history. I think there's nothing else. That's the only time Varans has ever talked in here. Joined 9 months ago, though. Oh, these guys. These guys. Asia Trader said, Celine, I checked Varans round 1 trades. He didn't trade gold at all. Wait, how do I see that? How do I see? Oh, here we go. Oh, you can see the trades. Here we go. Oh. Jeez, these guys were in so many trades. Varans, there he is. He longed, lost 2 grand. 10 micros. But then he brought himself back. Took a short micro. Damn, Powell was trading a lot. Then Varans made a nice MNQ long. Okay. Interesting. Can I see that today? Oh, it doesn't show you what they traded today. Damn. So does it say my trades from yesterday? Oh, I can see all Tim's trades. Oh, this is sick. Wait, so sorry guys, I just found this, so I need to see all this now. So Tim actually took a trade and it was down 4 grand to begin with. Wow. He traded a lot. How did he come back from 4K down? This is wild. What are these $1 scalps? Oh my gosh. I think I took literally 3 trades yesterday. There I am. Long. Wild. Interesting. What are all these little scalps? 1 micro, 1 micro. Interesting. It's cool to see. It's actually really cool that we get those stats. I don't think you took the London long, Sarav. Strat probably is make 1 good trade, then trade 1 micro to meet the 3 trades at minimum. No, but he had done it like a million times. Tim runs a tight SL. Take a look at Nick. He was cooking hard yesterday. Should we look at Spuddy? Let's see. Well, they both were. What the hell? All these little trades. All right, am I doing something wrong, or I'm just not trading like these guys? So many. Oh my gosh. So many. Well, I guess that's him like taking off partials. Look how many orders. That is wild. That is actually wild. Killing fan clubs with Celine. Every night I hope to dream of you. Every day I hope to see you again. Your name is pretty light. You're guilty of some. Oh my gosh, Colleen fan club. These comments, like, I appreciate you for these comments. Are just something else. I don't even know. Oh, Nick's is low. Look at mine. Right, let's look at Nick's. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're not as much, Nick. So Nick had a short and a long that paid. Sheesh, I don't think Nick took a loss. Look at all that. Whoa. All green for the no stop loss. Oh wait, I lied. There is some small little losses in there. Damn. And then Roger Rodriguez took a nice 2.2k win. Damn. Oh, I don't know. I need to get a trade in there, don't I? Now I've got FOMO again. All right, NQ is starting to drop here. Maybe we are going to have some sort of pullback long today. Or maybe we just take a stab at the shorts. Ugh. I need to stick to the plan today because yesterday that screwed me over. Yes, the like targets. Yes, Roman in the back reminding me. The like targets are 405. So what are we at? What are we at? 1 minute chat. And in a few minutes, we're going to be joined by our first guest of the week. Okay, 230 likes. We said 400 likes to bring... Actually, no, I'm not going to lock our guest up, but 405 likes to get the first giveaway. NQ to the moon. You guys think NQ's going to pump here? I'm hoping this is just a bit of a pullback. I do want to take longs in NQ. It's not going to be an A+ long there because I just don't expect it to come back and sweep out that previous 4-hour low when we've already had this clean reaction at Asia low. I would almost expect potentially not that. We could look for the 50% retracement here with 1, 2, 3 bullish gaps all lined up against each other. Maybe look for this mid gap, this bullish gap as the deepest of retracement, but I wouldn't expect anything lower than that. If it is going to show more bearishness below that midpoint, I'll probably stay away from the longs. So I'm going to keep watching here. Looking for a strong bullish reaction, but we're 5 minutes away from London Open, so there will be volume in there too. And has gold presented another setup? No, nothing for gold. Gold right now is an inside 4-hour candle, so there's been no sweep of previous 4-hour low or high. I think it looks like it could potentially be dropping down to sweep out previous 4-hour low, but nothing really clean on that for me to trade. I will wait. Creative wall printing, high clean. I agree. The 4-hour retrace, the go long is like that too. Looks good. Let's see, guys. I'm hoping to be on the side of the longs today, but need a clean setup. Zowli, I'm looking at sales rejection at 29,898. 29,898. Okay, nice. And then we've got trailing stops on the short from 930. All right, a few of you are in the shorts. Cool to see. I got a short bias until we trade above 30k. All right, so a few of you actually want to see this market drop. I am on the other hand, like, if we keep these, I mean, we've had 1, 2, 3. We did have that nice buy up off Asia low sweep. So if these bullish gaps that remain open and we retrace into no deeper than that midpoint, then I am expecting NAS to continue this move back up to the upside. How does the hourly look now? Okay. Hourly does look a little confused now that it has got a top wick there and a bottom wick. It's not looking so clean. But let's see. Amia, good guess, but it is not. It is not actually Kane joining us today. No, there is a guest, but I will introduce her. Not just yet. I have the intro ready this time, Claudia. Oh, lol. All right, you know what, chat? She's here. She's ready, and I just stupidly revealed her. So let me introduce you guys to the goal-slaying, trade-loving, inhaler, exhaling, mastering, now partial taking, Conor McGregor's cousin, Irish AI, biking girl, New York Times bestselling author, garlic margarita eating, juice mommy, Claudia Rea. Welcome to the Tradeify TV London session. Oh my gosh, I totally screwed that. I was like, I'm not going to give it away, Claudia. I've got your intro ready.
Yeah. Nice. How are you?
Oh gosh. How are you? Nick's of course Nick's here for that screw up. Thanks, Nick, for being here. I'm good. I'm really good. I'm honestly a little bit tired today because yesterday was a whirlwind. Went through a whole roller coaster of emotions with this Grand Cup thing. But yes, Nick says inhale, exhale. Okay, inhale, exhale. How are you, Claudia? How are you? Are you in any trades? Let us know. What are you looking at?
I am currently looking to see if price comes back. So obviously I'm looking at gold. I'm waiting to see if price comes back to that previous, let's see if we can see it on the 1 hour. So that previous, yep, I can try. Let me try and share my screen. Right, let's see. Hopefully I don't lag.
It seems okay. I think with the two of us, it should be okay.
I think so.
I can see.
Oh, no way. I haven't been able to do this in so long. Okay, so we had this New York Open from Friday down here. So usually what happens when we have a New York Open that's completely untapped, so by untapped, I mean that there was no liquidity sweep. So New York Open was here. If price had came down and then pushed up and made that move up, then it would have been a different story. But because that was untapped, I was looking for price to target that New York Open liquidity, Friday's low, and it's done that now. We've now taken out 4,400. So this is on XAUSD, but on the future side, on the MGC, we can see price has taken out 4,400. So essentially what I'm wanting to see here is a pullback into this previous low, Friday's New York Open. So that could be some lower time frame low.
Oh, are you there?
Let me get rid of.
It was going good for the first few minutes, and then it just started to lag out.
Okay, let me get rid of trade. See, it might be that. Am I fine now?
Yep. Yeah, it seems good.
Cool. Okay, so just ignore the prices because it's a bit different. They're like 25 points off on MGC, but price action is the same. So if price comes back up to the Friday's New York Open, this previous low, as you see, I've drawn a little flip zone here. So with the flip zones, what I'm looking for is reactions off previous lows, and you can see up here it worked beautifully. So this previous lower low in the higher time frames there, price has dropped below it. It's pulled back. See how it rejected really nicely off there and targeted that previous low. So that's why I dropped flip zones, is I'm basically waiting to see how price reacts. So if price came in here and then showed a series of highs holding, lows failing on the lower time frames, that I take that as a change of character, and that could include some bearish engulfing candles. That would tell me that price is done with the upside here. Very similar to what happened here. You've seen price, let me zoom in a bit. You've seen price come back into that flip zone. So last night the market opened, it pushed up, it took out some liquidity there, took out sellers, it dropped below. See the way it broke those lows there? So to me, that's signaling that selling pressure's regaining control. And that's the signal that this leg up is starting to get exhausted. Prices then pulled back into the daily open, taking sellers out, formed this bearish engulfing candle here, which has swallowed that bullish one to the left, and then it's targeted that low there. So that's the kind of thing that I'm looking for to tell me that price wants to drop from a level. Whereas if price comes back here and then it does the thing, but on the opposite side, where it maybe pulls back and then pushes up. So if it's showing a series of highs failing in the lower time frame, some bullish engulfing candles, that's telling me that it wants to push higher from there. So I'm going to wait and see. Oh, London Open's just happened actually. I was going to see how price reacts off London Open itself. If price does very similar to what I just explained, if it breaks above London Open then pulls back, then that would be me most likely looking for a short-term buy up to that flip zone. But yeah, obviously we've had these really nice drops, so I'm looking at selling pressure stronger than buying right now, but we have taken out all that liquidity from Friday, so we could see a push up. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, nice. I haven't taken any trades yet. Still waiting myself, but we shall see. I'm sitting in one of those, I'm having FOMO a bit because I did miss a trade. It's one of those sessions right now. So I'm waiting. Hopefully I'm trying to take a long on NQ and we shall see. But now that we have you and we have Nick in the chat, have you been practicing your paddle?
I found a coach. I'm going to get coached.
Actually?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Yes.
I told my paddle friends about the tournament and they're like, we need to get you trained up. So we're booking courts because I only live 5 minutes away from the paddle courts, and there's like a group chat of like 16 of us that do it. So I'm also going to get a coach. What about you?
Hell yeah. I have to work on that. Yes, I probably do need a coach. Now you're going to make me look like shit, but I am going to. I mean, I move on Monday. I'm moving, like I said, I'm moving in Greece. So once I'm settled in Greece, I will organize all that and I will get into my paddle very seriously.
Nice.
So that's funny. I just hope Nick's here to hear that. Nick, if you're there, I'm sure he is.
We shouldn't really tell him that we're getting coached.
Hey, what was that?
We shouldn't really tell him that we're getting coached. We're going to get a coach.
Yeah, that's true. And then we just rock up and we're complete pros. Just let them get surprised. So where are you? Are you back home now?
No, I'm in Brighton again.
Well, in Brighton. Okay. You left home. Well, home is like, I'm calling Brighton home, but you're originally from Ireland.
Yeah. I've got 2 homes. Yeah, I'm back.
That's awesome. So chat, what was that?
I was just going to ask, are you all sorted for your move?
Yes, I'm making my way slowly through all this packing now. Right now, I'm almost there. Almost, like there is just the winter stuff that I have to ship. So here's the thing, like you can't, for whatever reason, the airline I'm flying with, I can't add on extra luggage. So I've had to decide like, okay, I'm taking this amount with me now and then I'm shipping the rest over there, or like air freighting it over. So that's the part that I've been deciding, okay, this is the stuff I can take with me now, but then I'm not going to see that stuff for a month or whatever, however long it takes, like a few weeks to get there. So that's the process of like elimination and stuff I'm doing now, like picking and choosing between stuff. But I'm packing up like my entire situation. I don't really have a lot of stuff, to be fair, but like it is a big move. It is. So I'm getting excited though. Europe around the corner. I'm very excited.
Nice.
I was just gonna see Kiz is like a few weeks. Our stuff took about 7 months to get from Australia to UK. Really, Kiz? Who did you ship with? That's not looking good. And also, you know what else I have to be careful of is that there is like obviously the Hormuz like blockage. Like if they can't get to Greece, like that's gonna be issues for me too. So I'm just like fingers crossed, hoping for the best. But I'm not sure 100% like how long they promise or guarantee or whatever. Like I haven't read all the fine print, but it shouldn't be longer than a month. Come on, that's a long time. But yeah, so Grand Cup. So we're currently in the jewels part. So you want to talk us through how you went with your phase of the Grand Cup that you went through? Because I haven't seen you since the qualifiers. How did you go with all that?
Yeah, so in round one, I believe I finished with around $7,000. So I was ranked 1,800, roughly. Let me just pull that up. 1,860, and I finished with $7,163 profit. That was so close. I did get into like 1,200 or something in the rank, but it was a Friday, and I was flying back from Ireland the day after, so I was like, right, I'm just going to enjoy time with my dog, because it was stressing me out, like, trying to get into that top 1,000. So I did have around $9,000 profit, and I was very close, but then obviously emotions come into play, so I was like, I'll just cut it there. It's still a good rank. I'm happy enough to call it a week, but it was really fun.
It's still a lot of money though when you think about it. Like, even to make $9,000 in 5 trading days, it's incredible. Like, it's tough. It's actually like, I don't know. I didn't even know if I could have, like, of course I'm an outlaw, so I got through, but like the qualifying stage was tough. And a lot of these guys, like in the chat, were like just below that 10K level, or like it jumped up to like 13K, 14K by the end, that like to make it, that rank kept getting higher and higher. So I don't know what people trade or how the hell they make that much, but from what I've noticed in the jewels round is like people are just taking a lot of trades, and I think that's what I need to work out for myself now, because I have successfully made it through to the second round, but now I'm noticing my opponent is already up like $900, so I need to start trading something. Start to get in there. But,
it feels that obviously it's more intense, but I feel like the round 2, there's not as many people going for like crazy profits. It's playing it a bit safer.
I feel like that. I hope that's the case, because that works for me. If people just want to, like, you know, take their foot off the pedal a bit, because I don't trade, like, I don't have any sort of like scalping sort of strategy or anything to like get in and out. Like, to me, that'd just be me. Like, I can do it, but that would just be me degenning the account, and I'm trying to not do that. So I mean, we'll see. I'm actually looking at NQ now. I'm just wondering if I want to take buys, because London Open has just had a really nice push, and I'm looking at the 15-minute, the retracement from the 15-minute into these bullish gaps. I don't know if I'm too late. I like NQ to go pretty much for the Asia high. That is where I would say it's heading, but I need to somehow frame a trade here. It's not going to be an A+ trade, chat. I've decided it's not going to be my A+ setup, but I do want to get into longs. Yeah, just for fun says that pullback was the entry ceiling. Called it. I know. Hindsight, yes, I know, but at the time I was nervous. I needed to see more. I think I will set a buy limit at this FEG. Let's try that. Should we do it the Nick way? No stop loss? You've seen that, right? How Nick trades these days with no stop loss. Absolutely wild. Hold on. I'm just going to actually set a buy limit. Okay, this is obviously not the A+ setup, but I do have a buy limit now on this long. Let's see if I get tapped. So reason I'm entering this, mainly for the chat, because they're like, why the hell is Celine entering here? So pretty much, okay, I'm in that trade. Hold on. Bear with me. I need to set the limits. I'm going to target full TP at Asia high. And then 1-to-1 is the partial 004. Okay. We're going to sell to the... Okay. All right, everything is in. So, oh no, sorry, we're gonna make that 5. Reason I'm taking this trade is because I'm taking it as a continuation of this bullish move. The reason I like the longs so much is because of basically the reaction that we had back down here at Asia low, as well as previous 4-hour low. Back before Frankfurt had opened, there was a clean long, and then I was waiting for a retracement and to see how he reacted inside the 15-minute bullish gaps here that were created. So since having 1, 2, 3 15-minute candles open, strongly bullish, closing above each other each time, failing to take out the previous low, it is very strongly bullish based on that. So I waited for basically this small little drop to see how it reacted in this gap, and we respected. We left. We were unable to close below even the first bullish gap. So bulls are very much present and in control here. So I'm riding with that momentum. The London Open, a very strong bullish candle here, and then the entry was based on a 1 minute. Basically, we had the first market structure shift here, which would have been the nicer entry would have been in this pullback into this FVG, but I was not in that. So I took it off this, let me see, this structure break, made the 1 minute gap, and then I've entered inside that there. So that is the entry, and my stop is just below this swing low, which is risking quite a bit here, but I believe in the bulls. Well, I want to believe in them. And it was a strong London Open. So let's see how price delivers. We want to at least take 1-to-1 off here. That would be nice for the account. And then the rest off at Asia high. Okay. All right, so I'm in this. Have you found any setups you like, Claudia? Or just still?
Yeah, gold's the same with price pushing up from London Open. I'm waiting to see if it comes back to London Open. I don't know if it will. I can see a really strong bullish 1 minute candle here, Brenton. Yeah, I've got London Open backed up here. So if price pulls back into this area, because, hold on, is my screen? Yeah. So we can see that price is pushed up, broke these highs here. So ideally, it would be nice if price could come back here and take those buyers out of London Open to look for a buy, for a push up to this flip zone area, potentially higher. But it could come down and take out 4,400 again. So I'm just going to wait and see how price reacts to London Open if it wants to come back to it before it pushes up and takes that previous high, or sorry, the previous low.
So like what are your, do you have strict like entry criteria, would you say, for your trades?
Yeah, well, I've got a couple of different entry models. I would say I'm more of a discretionary trader. I'm trying to change that. I've been backtesting a lot for like the past year and a half with different entry models. So the main criteria that the entry model I used to use was, let me pull up my screen. So what I would be looking for was a order block. Let me try and find a good example. So here, for example, so I'd be looking for like an order block, supply or demand zone. So essentially an engulfing candle. So here we can see a nice bearish engulfing candle here. So I would draw a zone from there, and then what I'd be waiting for is for price to push down and break the previous low, the low of the move that pushed price in to create that zone. So for me, that's telling me that selling pressure is stronger than buying because price is taking that previous low, and therefore if price returns back into that area, I can expect price to target this low and not this high. So at this stage, when price pulls back into that area, I'm dropping down to the lower time frame. Let me try and find it. Looking for some form of confirmation that price wants to turn around from there. So here we can see some lows breaking on the 5 minute time frame. So we see 1, 2 lows breaking, and then very similar to what I was looking at on the higher time frame there, but I'm just applying it to the lower time frame, that area now. So we can see lows breaking, price pulls up, taps into this area, previous area of supply, and then that would be my sell. So enter in there, placing my stop loss above the high here, the high that tapped into that zone, and then targeting the previous low, because with expectational order flow, if selling pressure is stronger than buying, I can expect price to target that low before it targets that high, meaning that my stop loss should be safe. But obviously it doesn't always work out. But yeah, that was the entry model. I traded for quite a long time. It is discretionary because you really can apply it to any time frame. So my ideal time frames are like 30-minute, 15-minute. I think they're the cleanest with that. But if I'm kind of feeling impatient or like emotions of maybe have taken control too much, I used to drop down to the 1 minute and push it, and it's obviously not as reliable on the 1 minute. So yeah, that's what I've been back testing, to get some extra rules in there to make it more mechanical and to really understand when not to enter, rather than just entering every time I see that setup appear.
Yeah. Well, I actually have gone through I feel like the reverse in my trading. Like I started with trying to I did start with a very loose sort of trading model, and then I decided to go full on mechanical and build it around rules and that sort of thing. And now I'm starting to feel well, the pattern those rules that applies multiple times in the day. So now I'm starting to apply my own discretion to say, okay, no, not that setup at that time, but given the context or whatever hour of the trading day it is, those discretionary decisions I'm starting to apply more to my trading, because using just the strict rules, I find it can really slip me up sometimes, because
Okay.
I feel like I have to give my trades more context. I can't just take, and it's obviously that's what works for me anyway. That's not going to be for your model or whatever. But for me, I find that discretion is helping a lot to, give the trade some more context. Are we in a huge bearish downtrend? Why am I picking that point for reversal? Is there a low too close to where I'm entering that we are more likely to sweep first before reversing, blah blah blah? So I'm starting to use more of the discretion in it. I feel like that's what's helping me. But
yeah,
mechanical still helps with the emotions for sure. That's what I find.
I find that following that entry model on funded accounts or evaluation accounts gives a much better win rate and results than it does on backtesting, because there is that discretionary factor where I'm considering all factors rather than just entering it because I see a lows broke or a highs broke, So yeah, there's definitely a nice balance.
Let's see what this chat is up to. I can see Nick in there. So what is happening? I think everyone's missing their Nick Tater. This is 2 days now without Nick, which we haven't had in a long time. Nick is always here, always on stream. So chat is very much missing him today. But we are doing a giveaway, chat. Do not worry. Although we don't have Nick, we will do giveaways still. So let me double check how many likes we're at. I said 405, 343. So we're almost there. We need 20 more rough. Wait, no, 343. We need way more than that. What is wrong with my math? Guys, we need 65 more likes, something like that. There is over 800 people here. No excuses, 405 likes, and we will do a giveaway. And while we're joined by Claudia, the Gold Queen, ask away questions. Ask what you need to know. While we have Claudia, guys, use her as much as you can. There's a lot of them trade gold, but Nick and I rarely ever trade gold. So I think it's really cool that we get to have you on, Claudia, and you are amazing the way you trade gold. So chat, ask away. Just for fun says, can Nick not join? Nick is not well at the moment, just for fun. Nick is actually he should not be. I mean, I appreciate you, Nick. He's doing that for us to support us, but that guy's got to be resting because we need him here. Also, I'm not here next week. So Nick, get your rest. Fractal Femme Celine, are you moving to an island or a mainland? I am moving to the mainland. I'm moving to Thessaloniki, which is in the north of Greece. It's the second largest city. Daniel Tito is asking, do you think we dump much lower on gold, Claudia?
We could do. Never say never. Every time you think gold's exhausted, it surprises you.
No, yeah, that a lot of these people want us to predict things.
Yeah.
It's like, so do you think up or down? It's like, well, I don't know. If I say down, it's probably going to go up. If I say up, it's going to go down. So we're just going to see what we get. Nick's saying no London streams next week, so I'm in Miami next week. Well, Nick, I've taken my days off. It's in the calendar. You can talk to Brett about that one. I thought you still would have been. I thought you guys still would have been streaming though. Oh damn! The whole Tradeify TV team is meeting in Miami next week, and it just so happens to land. It's the week that I'm moving to Greece, so obviously I can't join them. I also won't be on stream, and now Nick is saying that he's also not going to be able to stream. So someone from chat, well, Claudia can handle it. No, that's a lot. Oh, Jalen Trey says no London streams. My next week is ruined. We'll sort something out, chat. We'll work it out. I'll leave it to us. Oh, Roman, yeah, we can switch back to my charts if you want, because I'm still in this trade. This username 0000566Y. Is it ever frustrating? He says only trading gold. Do you guys recommend just one instrument or two or three? Personally, I trade one. Rarely do I ever trade gold, so mainly just one. And I did that for the first 2 and a bit years of my trading, just to focus and really like learn a certain asset, I guess, the way it moves, and that really helped me, because I think you can be profitable with one, you can be profitable with many. Like, just start to master one. But Claudia, what about you?
So I've only traded gold for like 4 years now, so I'm pretty used to it. I feel like when the market isn't moving or market conditions aren't great, I guess I'm shooting myself in the foot, because I could be looking at different markets instead of sitting out. But for me, like, if I check gold and it's doing nothing, that gives me permission to like go about my day and work on other stuff. So I quite like that. Whereas if I was looking at multiple pairs, I think I would never leave my desk. I used to trade 3 pairs, but I narrowed it down to gold, and then it worked really well, and I've just stuck with it. If you're thinking about trading one pair, I do recommend it, because I feel like you can really start to identify whether your decisions on the charts or your losses are fueled by data or emotions when you're just focusing on one pair, because you get to know its personality really well, and then you can figure out whether it was like a loss was valid or whether it was avoidable. So I do recommend studying one pair whilst you're studying yourself. And then once you've figured out how to manage your emotions better, and you've really mastered your system, then venture out the other pairs. But focusing on one really helps you to understand yourself better. You don't need more than one. Obviously, it depends what your strategy is. I know several people that do amazing trading, and they look at 20 pairs the night before, they figure out what pairs they're going to put on the next day, and then they narrow it down that way. So there's no one size fits all with trading. It really is just what works with your brain the best, and that falls into like understanding yourself more as well. So
Yeah, that's so true. I think like everyone's personality really shows. Like, I learned a lot about myself when I started trading. Like, I didn't know that at the start. All these things, like, okay, I really cannot take trades on high time frames. I don't have the patience, all those sort of things. Like, that all really comes to light when you start learning trading.
Yeah.
All these other sides of myself started to come out. And realizing that I could not focus on ES and gold and all these things. Like, that was one thing. I was like, okay, I will just stick to trading one asset. And that way I could also cut down my losses as well, because say I'd be having a bad time on NQ, I might switch to like trying to put something together on gold and try to take a position on ES or whatever. Like, and it was just not a good idea. Just decided to screw it all. Stick to one. That's Jaleesa says, hi Claudia. Speaking of discretion, how often do you review the news to help shape your view/bias on gold?
I am not great at fundamentals. I only know when the news is. I don't actually know like what's behind it. I do log into, what's it called? News Squawk, I think.
Oh, I don't know that one. There's so many.
Yeah, so yeah, News Squawk, it basically gives you the news like 15, 20 minutes in advance, sometimes more. So you'll get it immediately. I still don't know the meaning behind them. I just know like I've got every news article or every news release that's related to USD highlighted in orange. So I just know that, you know, if it pops up orange, to be cautious. Or it also helps that if there's like a spike and it's like random there and you're not sure where it came from. If I check News Squawk and see that there was like an orange release that popped up, it makes sense then. So yeah, I really need to understand the meaning behind news releases, but so far I'm aware of when they're happening and to wait until after a news release comes out. So like if Forex Factory is showing a high impact folder for like 1 p.m, I'll wait until like 1:10 p.m. to look for a trade, because often news will push price to collect liquidity and then continue in its desired direction. So I quite like waiting for that sweep and then waiting for confirmation and then getting in and riding the aftermath of the news rather than the actual spike of the news. So yeah, I need to study fundamentals more, but so far it's worked well for me, just knowing when it is and handling it that way.
Yeah, that is pretty much the same with me. I don't know like exactly why things always react the way they do with certain folders of news, but like if it's red, I stay away. I'm the same as you. I will wait for that first reaction to happen and then get in after that. But we have, I have to mention, we have Chicken in the chat, also known as the Greek Joker in the chat, and he said, are we ready for paddle? I said, bring it on. Bring it on. We are so ready.
I'm a bit nervous for it. I'm gonna
it's gonna be on stream as well. Like this is gonna be live to however many people. I'm ready though, Claudia. We're not nervous. We are not nervous.
We're ready.
Oh, and yeah, the other thing April says by orange release, does she mean a Trump tweet? Oh, the whole other thing, like when I was, obviously I haven't traded New York session in a while, but because of this whole Grand Cup thing now, I'm like, okay, I do need to probably trade all the sessions just to get enough trades in there. And yesterday I was like hesitating to click the button because I just have this fear that, you know, Trump could just say something and destroy the markets. So it's also something that's sort of made it difficult to trade the last couple of years, I guess. Just Trump. That guy just saying something crazy and the market going wild. But you can't really study that. It's just you have to work it out as it comes. I'm sort of like, since I've been in this trade, just been sitting in chop. I'm not a fan of that. Also, the 1 hour... Oh, the 1 hour does not look favorable, having no bottom wick. Because it's basically we had London Open on NQ and we have just completely pumped up since the Open. Like there is no bottom wick on this hourly candle right now. My stop is low here. I just don't know if it's safe enough, if it's low enough, but we'll see. How many likes for giveaway, Kaden? 405 likes. So let's check. We're at... currently sitting at 422 likes. Okay, we did it. Let's do the giveaway because NQ is not doing anything and I don't think... Claudia, you're not in any trades yet, so let's just do it. I'll get the form ready. Where is it? 1 second, chat. I will have that form ready. So as you guys know, the rules, nothing has changed. You guys have to be subscribed. Make sure you like the channel. And when I give this form in the chat, there will be no questions about what is a form, who is a form, where is the form. So same rules apply. You guys know the rules. I'm just going to get this All right, here we go. Copy link. All right, form incoming chat. You know the rules. Gonna paste it 10 times. If it's gonna work. No. That did not work. Let's try that again. All right. There you go, chat. Oh, Nick, Justin eating overnight oats. What is this? Where is the Nick? The Nick? That's funny. All right, let's see these responses come in. Gonna delete all of this. Okay, one sec. Okay. All right, let's see NQ. I just don't like when we sit in consolidation like this. Like, I know it's gonna move. Oh, did we lose you, Claudia?
No, I was drinking water.
Okay.
Sorry. Still here.
I was just saying, like, I hate when we sit in consolidation like this. It's usually a bad sign. It's either gonna rip in one direction, and I hope it's up, but considering the hourly right now, it's not looking too good.
Yeah, gold hasn't came back to the London Open yet, and it's pushing towards that flip zone that I pointed out. So if we get a spike up and it hits that level, then I'll definitely be more inclined to look for shells down to the previous low, because there'll be liquidity left from London Open like halfway in that leg. So I'm kind of hoping for more of a push up now to potentially get in on a sell.
Okay. I feel like if NQ comes above 29,964, I'll be happy. I just want to see it close above there. I don't like all this. The 5-minute looks disgusting. We are barcoding on the 5-minute right now. After such a strong London Open, I don't like that reaction. Can you talk with an American accent, Claudia and Celine?
No. Not even going to embarrass myself and try.
What do you want me to see, Justin? I can't really do it.
I'm awful at accents. I cannot do accents.
Nick and I play around with accents all the time. Nick is obviously the accent king. I say it all the time in his intro, but the American is like confusing for me because I know like the Southern accent is all like, yeah, Justin said that was horrible. Horrible. They just pronounce their R's a lot, like, and like dog. Oh, that's like New York. I don't know. There are so many different American accents. I don't know. Give me the British accent any day. I love that accent. Nick, I can't do accents either. Oh, Nick. What's that little flag, Nick? Adrian, is Selena in a short? No, I'm currently in I'm in NQ longs. Taking a not my usual A+ setup. You guys know that. It's just a continuation long actually here. You know, we're in day 2 of the Grand Cup duels, so I gotta start putting the pressure on. I gotta start taking trades. So here we are. Justin says British and Aussie accents sound the same. It's probably, I mean, depends what part of Australia you're from. I probably have a less strong Australian accent than others, but there are still certain words that I'll say that you guys just don't agree with. Celine, do an Australian accent. Well, this is an Australian accent. This is it. This guy iPad just said, Claudia, you look like my aunt. What? That is the weirdest thing. What? What has Nick sent in the chat now? Can you see the chat?
No.
Oh, Nick's just sent this. Nivian. I'm not even getting Nick. Is that rude? I feel like you're trying to troll me. You're gonna make me say something like really rude. I'm gonna have to look this up. Oh, wait, that's that song. I think it's an Indian song. He's actually so... Nick, what a troll. Thomas says, what happened with Mr. Tim De La Hoyd? Oh, yeah, that was a whole thing, Claudia. I don't know if you heard the beginning of the stream, but we were talking about the guy I was up against yesterday, Mr. Tim De La Hoyd. That was his name. Yeah. He came into the chat yesterday and he was talking so much shit. He was saying, Celine, you have no chance. I'm up 3.5K, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I trade gold, or I don't know. He was very confident. He said, like, I'm in these longs as well, and then forget it. Because I was in the longs. And the longs are printing, and he was already up on me like a couple $100, and I was like, oh, forget it. Like, I have no chance. If he has traded gold as well and he's up 3K, I'm done. Then it came to it, and the way the jewels work is you can see the balance of your opponent only 4 times throughout the day. So I had seen his balance in the morning, and I knew he was up a couple $100, but then I waited. I took my London trade, and then I waited and refreshed it at it was like 8 AM Eastern was the refresh. And he was on nothing. I think he's like account balance hadn't moved. So he was just full of shit.
Oh no.
He was lying. He was trying to get in my head. It was all a mental game because he was trying to make me trade more. Like, honestly, he did a good job at it because I did start to panic. But, I mean,
yeah,
he tried to get in my head.
Oh my goodness.
It's getting very serious, this competition. Bogdan, Tim De La who? Robot, Nick, when you're sick, we're all sick. Hashtag white charts. What's the problem with white charts? Even Claudia has white charts.
Yeah.
You guys are the weird ones. You're always on white charts, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Clean. Clean. Oh, Nick says, no, we got 942 viewers right now. Let's fucking go, London gang. Let's have a look. Is he trolling? Hell yeah, he is not trolling. We are up today. Guys, if you're just new here, make sure you smash the like button because we're about to do our first giveaway of the stream. Giveaway like goal was like 405 of you guys have smashed it, but we will do a second one. And I'm actually going to let Claudia pick the like goal for the second one. Well, let me give you let me say a range between, Claudia, you can pick between 700 and 850.
I'll do 750. I'll make it easy.
Okay. All right, you heard it, gang. 750, and we'll do the second giveaway. But let's do the first giveaway now. I'm going to close off the form. No more entries, guys. No more entries. I'm going to copy and paste everyone over to the wheel of names. Who was first today? Jake the Hake. You were first today. Congrats. You win nothing. All right. Here we go. Get the form. All right. Where did it go? All right, here it is. We're going to do it the same as we did yesterday, chat. I'm going to spin it 3 times first. We're going to find out who wins. Then we're going to find out what account they've won. And then we're going to find out of what value. So we're going to do, as in like select lightning or growth. And then we're going to do 50K or 100K, whatever. All right, here we go. Copy and pasting everyone's names. There is a lot of names. Okay, here we go. Let's see. And the winner is... Okay, the winner is Noticotium. Noticotium. Noetic or TM? I can't say that one, but congratulations if you're here. Make sure you let me know by just dropping something in the chat, and then we'll get to it and find out what you've won. No, Noetic Otium. Okay, he's here. He just corrected me. Noetic Otium. Amazing. Congratulations. Let's find out what you've won. Okay, so it's either going to be a growth. Oh, let me put this in. Oh, I should have fixed this before the stream. I still got the white text on the white background. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to deal with it. It's all white here. Growth, select, or lightning. All right, let's spin it. Let's find out what they've won. Oh, it's going to be a lightning account. Okay. Okay. It's a lightning account. So now it's about what lightning account you won. It's going to be either a 25K, 50, 100. 150K would be wild. We gave one of those away yesterday. Let's see. He's like, OMG, first time winning something. Well, this is a huge win. This is a straight to funded account. So let's see what you've won for your first ever win on Tradeify TV. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I'm so fired. Oh, it's another 150K lightning funded.
Nice.
Bro, that is a huge win. How do I say it? Noetic Odium. You have won 150K lightning funded. That is the biggest account we have at Tradeify. So well done. Congratulations. Take that straight to funded. Well, that is straight to funded. Take that straight to a payout. Let's go. I'm going to quickly pass on your details to the back here. And we'll get that account to you in roughly 7 business days. So please do not ask us. It will be 7 business days, but we are very excited. That's our second lightning funded we've given away this week. 150K we gave away yesterday. All right. Well, that was the first giveaway. So what did we say for we said 750, right?
50, yeah.
Okay. Thank you still hasn't gone anywhere. As usual. Yep, Danny, I'm getting fired. I'm getting so fired. 150K lightning funded, 2 in a row. So 750 likes, chat for the next and apparently a Musk gave them one in Asia session too. All right, well, you guys don't say we don't provide for you. Those are very expensive accounts. Very expensive. And they take you straight to the funded stage. So no challenge phase, none of that. You get straight to funded, you get straight to the money. Norm says, how do we enter? So when it comes to it and you guys smash the like goal, I will post a giveaway form in the chat. All you have to do is fill it out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you've liked the channel. And that's all. Celine's nose. What the hell? This guy's come back? I thought he was permanently banned. Claudia, there was a guy in the chat. Oh my gosh. Some of these people, I don't even know. But there was a guy in the chat that had some weird freakish obsession with my nose, of all things. Yeah. And then has actually gone ahead and changed his username to Celine's nose.
My goodness.
And now he's in there being like, Celine, I hope we win the Grand Cup. Me and my nose.
That's quite funny, actually.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, my gosh. Is this Justin? Otherwise, it's either that guy or it's Justin pranking. I don't know. There's a guy, Justin, and he pranks all the time. Cannot keep up with these guys. I don't have an obsession with your nose. I am your nose. Pfft. Justin, if it's you, honestly, like, the trolling can stop. The trolling has to stop. Claudia, did you know Colleen is pregnant? Oh my gosh. No, chat, enough. Let's get back to trading, but there is nothing really here to discuss. NQ still sideways right now since that nice London Open, and I'm still hoping we go higher. Is gold setting up anything for you? Still no retrace, no pullback?
It is. It's pushing back to London Open. It just hasn't tapped into it yet. This came close, but
Still floating between those 2 points of interest. So London Open and then this flip zone. Just waiting to see which one it comes to first.
Okay, nice. Nice. Oh, I'm back in drawdown. What do you know? I'm just sitting around this, basically where I entered. We've just chopped around. I'm nervous though. I don't like trading outside the system. But it's the Grand Cup and I feel like I have to just, like, these people are taking multiple trades in a day. I have to keep up somehow. David says, did we already do the giveaway? Yes, we just did the giveaway. We just gave away a 150k Lightning funded account. So make sure you're here for the next one, David. We will be doing another one. We just need 750 likes. Why no love for Nick's nose? What? Eric says, tell Claudia she is stunning. There you go, Claudia. And the Vibana shoe sling, what about the giveaway? We've just done the giveaway, guys. Guys, if you missed it, that's not our fault. We put the form in there and then we waited a few, like 10 minutes or so. So you had enough time. There will be another one. Nick is trolling, David. You did not win an account. Celine's hat. Oh my! Now they're all. There's someone in the chat now called Celine's hat. Oh my gosh!
I bet you it's Nick.
I bet. Having a little laugh. Celine, do you know how to apply stop loss while group trading on Tradeify? Yeah, whatever you set as your stop loss will apply to all your copied accounts. You just have to make sure. Oh, here's the drop. Now NQ's moving, but it's not moving to the upside. It's moving down. But basically, whatever you set your limit to, I don't have my Tradeify accounts up right now because I'm trading the Grand Cup account. But just make sure you have the, what's it called? The group selected. Make sure you have the group selected, and then whatever stop loss you put for that account, it will apply to every single account in the group. Celine, not me taking 20 trades yesterday instead of Simpson to push me. Nick, I need to trade. I actually need to take more trades. Celine, can you tell Claudia to turn the lights on? Claudia's inhale, exhale slide. Someone's made their name Claudia's inhale, exhale slide.
I'm actually scared. I'm scared because this is the first time I've actually been able to share my screen for like 2 months. So I'm scared to plug it in. But
imagine we just like lose you. It's just like instant cut out. There we go.
Am I still moving? Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, you're good.
There you go.
I love that sign. It's so cool. So I think it's not your internet then. See, it's not our internet. It's something happens when Nick comes onto stream because it's the same. You're not glitchy for me.
Yeah, because I was actually looking at new laptops this morning. I'm so glad because I only got this one like a year and a half ago, but I was ready to upgrade just to be able to share my screen. I don't need to.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, they're asking, did you get a new laptop, Claudia?
No.
This Claudia's in our Excel design is saying, I'm alive. He's like, I'm alive. You guys are just too much trolling today. Is anyone trading? Is anyone in this chat actually taking trades? Yes, Andrea, Nick was the problem. It's Nick's fault. Why do Claudia and I have stable internet connection when it's us together? It's when Nick's here. He takes up all the bandwidth. Vij Bolt says, hey, according to your experience, which is the best market to trade as a beginner? I don't know, because I would still classify myself as I would say NQ. I'm still like, I'm only almost 3 years in and I feel like I'm still a beginner at this. So I'd say NQ. I don't know. Claudia, you might think differently.
I think GBP USD, if you're on the Forex CFD side, on the future side, just anything micro really, but I would recommend micro gold, obviously. But yeah, I started learning with GBP USD on the future side, on the CFD side. I think gold's pretty good to learn if you're using low risk. If you over risk as a beginner.
Say what? Gold cooks me every time.
If you over risk on gold as a beginner, you'll quit trading and you'll never want to do it again.
Right.
Yeah. One micro is all you need to learn.
Yeah, micros for sure if you're just beginning.
Yeah.
Elvis Kimani says market is too choppy, sitting out for now. That's fair. We are in a bit of consolidation here in NQ after a nice pump. Waiting to hopefully take some sort of TP here, but I don't know. NQ looks like it wants to fall. I don't like when we chop around and then that first close outside of the consolidation being bearish. I don't like that. Doesn't look good. The Owly needs to make its bottom wick. It can make its bottom wick, and my stop loss is still all the way down here, so I potentially could be safe, but it's not looking great. Let's hope this gap on the 15-minute holds.
Okay, I'm in a buy now.
Okay, nice. Yay. Claudia's joining me in the longs, but she's on gold. So let's switch to her chart.
Yeah. Let me just mark it up. So where did I get in there? It is this wick here. Sorry, I'm just trying to see where my stop loss and TP is on Tradeify.
Yeah, no, this is me. I need like full focus. I always go quiet when I'm putting the orders in.
Okay, so 5 minute, it's this low here. And TP is at the flip zone, so it's a 1 to 2 rest to reward.
Nice.
There we go.
And the blue line on your chart, is that London Open?
Yeah, that's London Open.
Okay.
So I'm going to add a peachy line here. So if price pushes up and takes this previous high, I'm going to take risk off.
Mm-hmm.
Usually there's more space between the peachy line and TP, but it's a bit tight here. So it's like 8 points, but it's still better to take risk off than to let it take out though, because that's kind of formed like equal highs there in the 5 minutes. So it could come up there, wick them and drop. I've seen it happen many times before. So yeah, I'd rather just take it if it comes up.
Nice. All right, I'm glad we're on at least the same side. We're both in longs, just on NQ and gold. Let's see. Black Interval says, what did you enter off? Do you want to go through it? I know you're already talking about what you were looking for, but maybe for those who joined late.
Yeah, so do you want me to go through it all again? Yeah, just for anyone that wasn't here.
Yeah, maybe I guess they want to know the full breakdown.
Okay, so on Friday at New York Open here, we had a really nice strong push to the upside, but there was no downside wick from New York Open, meaning that there was a lot of liquidity resting at this low. We can see prices then push down free Asian session last night, target at that previous low. And this is the low that I've got my eye on as a potential, before a potential entry area, but now that price has returned to London Open, I'm looking at it as a TP. So with these flip zones, this one up here is a good example. So looking at the 1 hour time frame, you can see that there was this previous lower low on this downtrend here. So we can see a series of lower highs, lower lows. This lower low here, price has broke down, broke below it, pulled back, tapped into that flip zone, showing a really nice bearish engulfing candle here, showing that selling pressure is stronger than buying, and that told me that price is done with this upside move here, and then dropped down and broke this previous low. So with these flip zones, I'm essentially taking like the previous lower low on a downtrend that's shown in the 1 hour, the 4 hour,
I'm drawing a zone, I'm dragging it across, and then looking at how price reacts off that area. So I'm potentially gonna wait and see if there's something similar here. So if we see price pull into that area and then show some lows breaking like it did here, bearish engulfing, then that's going to signal to me that price wants to come down and target that previous low at 4,400. Whereas if price comes up here and breaks above and stays above, it could be signaling more of a push to the upside. So dropping down to the lower time frames here, the reason why I've entered a buy up into this area rather than waiting for price to reach it and then identifying if there's a sell opportunity, is we can see a nice series of lows holding highs failing here. So we had, you can see here, nice area of demand. Prices pushed up, broke some highs there, came back down, and then before London Open, we can see this consolidation here. Price swooped down, took out this internal range low, and then pushed up and broke some more highs. And it's then pushed up and created almost equal highs here, pulled back into London Open. So I am expecting a push to up to this flip zone here, because we can see series of highs failing. You're seeing this internal range liquidity swept here, which means it's taking out buyers. If price had came down and broke that low, that would have told me that selling pressure is actually stronger and it could be targeting those lows. But the fact that it just broke that previous low here with a wick and then has pushed up and had a strong bullish push to take these highs here, it tells me that it looks like buying pressure is stronger than selling right now. So I'm hoping to see a further push up after a sweep of London Open. It's captured that liquidity, and then I just want to see a push up. Once it hits that flip zone, hopefully it hits my TP, then I'll see if it wants to push higher from there. And then I'll look for potential buys up to the next quarter level being every 25 points. Or if it shows bearish engulfing candles here, then that could be a really nice sell down to these previous lows. So I've essentially just identified the buying pressure stronger than selling right now. Waited for a sweep of London Open. Now buyers that have entered a buy from that bullish candle on London Open have now been taken out. So that's where I get in, and then hopefully ride the wave of the push up here.
Nice. There is a lot of analysis that goes into a position. See, chat? Some people are like, I like the way it looks and they click buy and sell, but this is what it takes to have payouts, to be consistent. You need analysis when it comes to trading. So there you go.
I also just realized that I sit really close to the screen when I'm looking at the charts. And all you can see is my
because you're getting into it, the analysis. That's good. Oh, this is the business lens says Celine absolutely crushed it. Very good. Celine is a good trader. The rest of the outlaws are bots. Wow, the business lens, you're taking my side all of a sudden. Maybe we can be friends after all. Oh, Amia's asking Claudia why the price showing your screen different to GC. It's because she's trading CFDs. You're trading the CFD. You're marked up on.
So I traded CFDs for 7 years. I've only started trading futures in January, but I only trade gold on both. Price action for MGC on the future side is basically the exact same as XAUSD on the CFD side. My MGC charts on TradingView they lag. They're 5 minutes behind printing. But XAUSD, the charts are printing the exact same as they do as MGC on TradeC. So I just I marked them up on XAU. It's the exact same price action almost. Sometimes you might get a little bit. It's a little bit different. The main difference is the price point. So, for example, on XAU here, it's showing that price is at 4,388, whereas on the future side, it's actually at 4,417. So that's the only thing to be mindful of. But if you've got your gold charts up on futures, you'll see the price action is moving the same and printing the same.
Yeah, just different prices, that's all. I just ended up taking 2 off here at the highs, at these consolidation highs on NQ. So I did take 2 micros off just in case we came up to sweep these highs and now we want to look to reverse. So Protected a little bit of profit there, and then looking to sell 3 again at 003, actually 30,003, looking to sell of 3 micros, and then the rest off at Asia highs. So we've partialed. We've successfully partialed. I'm happy that we've at least pushed past this high. That's why my TP was there. I want to see more though. Like, I want to see us close above this high now. This is the consolidation high, and if we can get a nice closure above here on the 5-minute would be good. We should be good to go for Asia highs. But you never know. Namzi says, is Nick not coming? And then Nick's like, no, fuck that Nick guy. Much better just Selena and Claudia. No, we miss you, Nick. We miss you, Nick. I miss the banter. The chat misses us fighting, I'm sure, but we hope you get better soon.
This trade's already halfway to TP. That's really nice.
Oh, let's go. Let's switch to Claudia's charts. Yeah, let's go. Nice.
Okay, so once it breaks this high here, I'm going to reduce my stop loss.
That was like little to like no drawdown pretty much from your entry. Clean.
Yeah, nice.
Hope you're learning something, chat, as I do not understand gold. Amir says, Celine, if it's not your setup, why not go BE? Well, I'm not taking this with funded accounts, Amir. There is not too much to worry about in terms of BE, because I am still happy with the Grand Cup account, you know, taking these more riskier setups. If it was a funded, yes, you would have seen me partial and then take BE. But given the fact that I have $900 in margin, I have a little bit more there to risk. I need to start taking more riskier trades. So that's why I don't want to just go BE. I want to be in it to win it, Amir. That's pretty much it.
I just realized that I didn't have my trade copier enabled, so this is on one account. Oh,
so did you trade like accidentally a really heavy size?
Huh?
Wait, so have you put in the right amount of size for the one account?
Yeah, no, the size is perfect. It just didn't copy over to the other accounts, so it's just one account. Not. I
mean, I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll work in my favor if it hits stop loss, but
yeah, that's true. That's true. The African 1340. What indicator is that? Colleen, the high time frame sweep. The high time frame sweep. Oh, this one here. This is my indicator I had built with a PineScript developer. So that one just tells me when my high time frame, which I set to the 4-hour, when it's been swept. So that's the 4-hour for me is the high time frame, and the intermediate time frame I've set to the 15 minutes. So once I get a sweep, that will tick. Right now, we haven't had that 4-hour sweep. That's why right now there is a cross. So this is not an A+ setup. No, should not be in this trade. But I'm just taking the risk. It's the Grand Cup. Rowie says, does group selected works for copy trading when you trade on TradingView with Tradeify? I hear mixed answers. You copy trade from Tradeify and it will show on TradingView, but you can't actually like set up your copy trading through Tradeify on TradingView, if that makes sense. Like if I change my limit orders here on TradingView and whatever account this is linked to, it will not copy to my other accounts. If you're trying to set a limit or change a stop loss or anything, you have to do it all through Tradeify. If you do it through Tradeify, it will copy across to all your accounts. Amir, Claudia, are you in Discord? No, sorry, Namzi is asking, Claudia, are you in Discord? Are you on Discord?
In what way? Yes, I'm on it, but I don't have a Discord.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't check it as much as I should. But yeah, I'm in there somewhere. I'm not like active on Discord.
And then we have Amir wants to know, Claudia, are you trading prop accounts?
Prop accounts, yes. Today I'm trading my Tradeify accounts and then also my personal account on the CFD side.
Of course, Tradeify counts, Amia. Nothing else. Nice. Jerry said I closed my entry with good profits. Thank you. Very good. Nice going, guys. Eric says, can you tell Claudia again? I said she's gorgeous. These guys.
I don't take compliments well, so I always get really awkward.
I know, me too. I'm always like, okay. That's why I'm throwing them your way. All right, chat. Tell us who's in trades with us. Who is taking longs? We're currently in, across Claudia and I, we are both long in gold and NQ right now. So who is in trades? Who is fading us, actually? Who is taking the shorts? Let us know. Also, I'm going to get a quick check on the like count. What did we say? 750?
Yeah, 750.
We're currently at 621, so we still need another 130 likes. Okay, let's see. They're all telling us what they're in. They're in longs, riding NQ long till new all-time highs. Okay. All right. Well, I'm happy just to take it at all-time at Asia high, but damn. Longs. Trademark chart says he's long. Oh, we do have some short. TWM says he's short. That's Jaleesa says holding longs in NQ. Someone said, Kingwick said, I said the same thing twice. Claudia is glowing. They just are loving you, Claudia.
There's a heat wave in Brighton at the minute, so I'm like really sunburned. Might be the glow.
That's what I used to say when I was in Bali, when it was like 40 degrees and people would say the same. And I'm like, guys, it's just the sweat on my forehead. Most likely. It's hot here. Oh, that's funny. What's the weather like in Brighton? I couldn't imagine it being like, what, more than 25 degrees?
No, yeah, it's been like 30 degrees.
Wow.
It's been really warm. It was 25 today, but it was like 27, 28 yesterday. And the day before that, I think, was like the hottest day of the year in the UK or something.
Damn.
But yeah.
Hottest day ever? Like, is that usual for Brighton to get that warm?
Yeah, because we're very close to France. It's like the south coast of England. I would say Brighton's like the hottest part of England, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Kent or over that direction somewhere. But yeah, it's pretty warm down here.
Because you have the beach as well, right? Brighton has the beach.
Yeah.
The rock beach.
Yeah, but there is little patches of sand. If you get down there early enough, you'll get like a little patch of sand.
Oh, that's good. And Namzi Singh is saying, Claudia, do you have your YouTube channel or any social platform if you can share?
Yes, I'm starting to make videos for YouTube again today. I haven't posted anything in a year. I done really well with it. I had a good run and then I just stopped, and it's like procrastinate and get into it. But I will drop my username's the same for like my Instagram, my X, my YouTube. It's _Claudia Rai. So then I'm gonna drop it in this little chat we have here.
Oh, yeah. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to the chat.
Yeah.
Here you go, guys. Everyone go and follow Claudia. I suck at the whole. I need to get better at filming videos and all of that. The editing part. Do you edit all your own videos?
Yeah, I actually really enjoy the editing part. It's very time consuming, but yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's a thing. It's a time.
Yeah.
You have to get around to doing it. So you filmed like a bit of content now, and now it's like up to the editing phase, or are you still like you're trying to film some stuff this week?
It's more of like I filmed it, I need to edit it and figure out whether I actually want to post it or not phase.
Just post it.
But yeah, I'm actually gonna start recording a long form video today for these Tradeify accounts, like documenting every trade that I place on these 5 accounts.
That's awesome.
So this is going to be the first trade this is the first trade.
Oh.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to be recording today, and then I'll put that up whenever either I reach payout or the accounts are gone.
Yeah, that's really cool. Everyone loves those like follow the journey to payout. I know Nick for a little while was doing 1-0 to hero, he called it, and everyone loves that. It's good. It shows like the realistic side to it. Like it's not an easy, or I mean sometimes it can be easy for some obviously to pay out status, but it's not always the smoothest run. Sometimes there'll be losses, sometimes, but
yeah,
that'll be good. I'll be watching. Your trade's looking good.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
The 5 minute, that last 5 minute candle is straight like green, like bullish candle, and the one before that, like what? Make it make sense, Gold. I just don't get it. AG Trader Celine, so you missed most of the run in NQ. What's your plan to win in round 2? Oh, I don't know if I want to give away my whole strategy here, AG Trader, but yes, I did miss a lot of this NQ bullish run. Okay, we don't have to talk about it. It is what it is, but I'm in a trade right now, and I know my opponent has $900 in the bank. That is the margin right now I need to beat. I guess if this trade hits full TP, I'd be happy to take that and then just see where he's at 8 a.m. when I get to update and see his balance. So we'll take it as it comes. I will base it off how his balance looks at 8 a.m. and then make my decision off that. But hopefully if he's in the EU, maybe he doesn't always trade NY. I don't know. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on whether I need to trade more or let my opponent trade more. Like, I'm not sure what I should be doing.
Is this the same guy that was gaslighting you?
No, so the opponent has changed now. So how it works each day is like whoever has the most balance, the highest balance on the day goes through to the next round, and then you verse someone else. So that guy from yesterday, Tim, he's gone. He was
I was going to say if it was that guy, just let him win for you. Yeah,
exact. No, he's gone now. So now it's this other guy called Varans. I don't know if he's watching. He's from Belgium, so there is a high chance that he's watching, and he's a Euro session trader. So I don't want to give away too much here, chat, because we don't want to give away the strategy. You need a plan, man. Toxic. Your name is literally toxic as well. Well, I do have a plan. I'm just not going to give it all away here just in case my opponent is watching again, because that screwed me up yesterday. Completely screwed me up. Remember, we can switch to Claudia's charts as well. Whenever. I'm still in this trade. Claudia is still in longs. Play for Vita says, are we making money or what? Yes, we are. We are always making money. We never take losses. Well... No, so far I have taken one partial off on this trade. Claudia's gold long is looking very nice, approaching her almost for her break-even zone. So we shall see how our trades end up. But we've both accepted the risk. We have stop losses in place, unlike some people around here. We have stop losses, we have our break-even criteria, so we have a plan for our trades, and however it ends up is however it ends up. It is what it is. Samia, Celine, can you explain the trade, like why you entered? I just lose a lot during London. The reason I'm in this trade is not my usual setup or my usual rules at all. I was just trying to take a continuation long based on the reaction of Asia low's sweep down here, the bullish move we had after that sweep, the retracement we have at the Frankfurt Open, and then the reaction in these 15-minute gaps that said, okay, bulls are definitely holding up price. The gaps are remaining open. We're respecting the midpoint here, and we had a strong London Open. So I entered not at the Open, but waited for another pullback, which was here. I would have liked to have been in this leg, but that's okay. I entered a little bit higher and I entered just up here, and I'm aiming for Asia high to be the sweep next. But the reason I'm usually in a trade in the London session is based on these sort of things to play out. So the reason I'm trading London most of the time is because this plays out. We get a sweep of Asia low, sweep of previous 4-hour low, sorry, all the way up here. When that is swept, I'm looking for a reversal trade in London. I think that these days is the cleaner trade when it comes to the London session on NQ. Not every day plays out as clean as the next, but most of the time London does create this sort of reversal session. So once these key levels are swept, previous 4-hour low, Asia session low, and today we were tapping into a daily bullish gap as well, just to make it even stronger. This was an area of price I was expecting us to reverse off, and then oh, sorry, did you say something?
Me? No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I don't know. I thought I heard something. But then the reason I was in at that point, what I would have been in usually on a normal day is the inversion on the 1 minute. So then waiting for a bullish reaction, not to just step in at any time, just expecting bulls to, like take over and the longs to the reversal to be at this point. The rule is it has to be a strong inversion, a displacement candle on the 1 minute, inverting a gap. And then I enter at market. And that's what I attempt to play. That's the rules. That's the way I traded every single London session usually. But when the Grand Cup is happening, you'll see me trade a little bit different because I got to compete here. I think they want to see. Let's switch to Claudia's charts as well. Sorry. Yeah. Jalen says London session is the best session. Hell yeah, it is. No, but in all seriousness, I find that London session these days is a lot cleaner than New York.
I really like the session as well, though.
Which session? New York.
Asian session.
Oh, Asia. Oh, for gold especially, yeah.
Not
what
always.
hours is that for you?
So the market opens for the new day at 11 p.m. here. So Asian sessions like in through the night. Yeah.
Damn.
So
for
me, it's like
trade it or?
Yeah, I only traded Asian session for like a year and a half, and my sleeping pattern was ruined. I remember I didn't wake up before midday for like a year, and it was ruining my mental health. So I had to stop. But if you want a good night's sleep, you kind of have to choose between Asian and London session. You can't do both unless you're having to sleep little here. But yeah, you can usually tell, if not always, but like you can get a feeling if Asian session's going to be good or not, depending on where price is closed, when market reset, if there's like really good liquidity pulls, or if it's like after an expansion, it's a good chance it might just play about in range and build liquidity. But in the first hour of the market open, if it doesn't do much, I just go to sleep. But if it's like moving nicely, I'll sacrifice sleep.
Yeah, I get it when there's like a good trade. I used to stay awake in Bali when I was trading there at the New York session till like 1 a.m. sometimes, and like it's not good long term, but like you can't help it. We're just addicts. When the charts are like looking good, the sleep can wait.
Also, with New York being the most volatile, I would say, was it not a bit tricky whenever you're exhausted at the end of the day? New York.
It was very hard. And also like after having like a full day of like I'd be doing work, I'd be doing like content or whatever, and then getting into like the headspace at like 11 p.m. to lock in and like do trading was so hard. And then afterwards, like going to sleep, like having to rewire my brain to like, all right, calm down now, like it's sleep time now. But you know, when you're trading and your mind is like constantly like thinking and calculating and things like that, it was probably the same for you. Like it's the worst sleep ever after trading till 1 a.m. Like it's just
it's so difficult to just switch off and go to sleep. It takes me like an hour to wind down. Yeah.
That's bad. I know, like, chat. I know, like, a lot of you guys are in America. You'll be up watching us 2-3 a.m. trading, watching the stream. Like, I appreciate you guys, and my hat off to you, honestly, because that is hard to do, to trade, to make good decisions when it's the middle of the night in your trading as well. Like, I mean, it's hard. I've struggled at that. That's like the whole reason, well, part of the reason why I'm moving to Europe. I can't wait to trade in the morning, have my session done, and then move on with the rest of my life for the rest of the day.
Do you think you'll trade New York more once you're in Europe?
I think so, because New York would be like my afternoon, so that's fine. But just to be trading, like, the way it works here is like I have a full day, and then I start at 4 p.m. pretty much. So it's like middle of the day kind of thing. It's like that awkward, not quite dinner time. And then I'm like, yeah, it's just it's hard hours of the day here in Australia. And then you've got New York, which is just, forget it. I just have not been really paying attention much to New York session, just as I'm so tired. Brandon in the chat is saying, especially with the blinding charts, because some of them are awake in America watching us. And look, okay, I'll make mine gray, Brandon, just because you said that. I'll make mine gray background. Claudia, you don't have to. I just, whatever. These guys complain about it all the time. There you go. Yep. Shrew Daggle says it's 1:21 here in California, 2:20 a.m. in Wolf Pubs, wherever you are. Wild. I don't know how you guys are doing it, but we love you. We love having you. And Nick, by the way, Nick is in the chat. Nick, have you taken any trades? You know, you can tell us. We're not opponents or anything, so you don't need to hide anything. I want to know. Brandon saying, I have the perfect colors for your chart, Celine. What colors? Please don't say black with green and red candles. That is my absolute worst. Troy says, did you make top 512 twos, Colleen? Yes, I did, Troy. I am currently trading day 2 of the jewels. Nick says, I don't know, have I? Don't play mind games with us, Nick. We're not your opponents. I'm not your opponent. You can just tell us whether you've traded or not. I'm sure your opponent isn't here. Actually, is your opponent an American? Where is he? Rodriguez was your first one. Yeah. Your opponent is an American. He's probably asleep. So go on. Tell us whether you've traded. That's funny. Except I would never trade sick. Yeah, I've said that before.
I actually feel like I trade better when I'm unwell. Well, I've like had really good streaks of trading. Yeah, because I've really reflected on this and like asked myself why. I think because my body's exhausted from like fighting off illness, that it doesn't have room to go into fight or flight and like go into tilt.
Right.
Like I make better, just like not better decisions, but I'm somehow still able to make good decisions. Because like I don't know, not always, but
you just can't bother with the tilt. Like you're too tired to even tilt.
Yeah, I know. I've had some really good days, like trading when I'm not well.
Oh, maybe that's the trick then. I definitely don't. Whenever it's a migraine sort of like sickness, if it's to do with my head, I can't look at the charts. It just destroys me. People are asking, Claudia, what's your chart and canvas settings actually? Some people are hating on us. Some people want to know what the settings are.
Let me pull it up. So I've just taken off the grid lines, so I've removed them, and then I've just changed my candles to blue and black. So this one here, 4th one up from the bottom on the blue side, and then the grey is, I don't actually know where that is, somewhere in here, I imagine. But yeah, that's it. I just clean it up. I've used blue and black candles for years. Definitely prefer it. And then I've just added in these levels, price levels with the horizontal line. That's it. I keep it pretty simple. I don't use indicators or anything like that.
Grandpa in the chat. Gramp says, never get sick. Listen to Grandpa. Use a cold diffuser with thyme essential oil, good for colds, allergies, etc. Thank you, Grandpa. I will think about that next time I'm sick. I'll just call you. It's not my actual grandpa. It's just this guy in the chat. Wall Street Rascal says, where's my dog Nick at, bro? I was reading for you to kill the torment, not be killed. Nick is still in this tournament. He is currently battling a sickness. He's not well right now, so he will be back with us soon when he's feeling better, but he's still going strong. He's made it through to, where is he? Round 2 of the, day 2 of round 2 of the duels. Here we are. This is Nick. This is who he's up against. Currently he's sitting at 50,000. It doesn't look like he's taken a trade yet, but we know Nick. We know he is building a position. We know. He says, I'll do my best. Maybe I'll accidentally hit a button again today. We know you know what you're doing, Nick. You're just trolling in the chat. We know. You're building up a position with no stop loss. We know how you trade. Well, he says. Tuyak Jace, how many likes for the giveaway? 750 likes for the giveaway. Let's see if we're closed. We are at 654, so we still need around 100. We need 100 more likes, pretty much. Oh, NQ is not being too nice to me, Claudia. What's gold doing?
It's floating around below this previous high, my P2 line, my break-even area.
It's annoying. I'd be happy if we can close this 1 hourly bearish gap. If we fully invert this in this hourly, I think I should be okay to continue in this long, but if not, I'm a little bit nervous. Just a little bit nervous.
Quite good at accents.
Hey? Oh, well, the only reason I used to be in school theater a lot, and also like I did do some theater outside of school, so a lot of the time the British accent, the American accent came in, so I had to do it. That's why. Paul took profit on CL short. Nice. I wonder, Leia, if you're still in your CL shorts. Leia, if you're in the chat, let us know. Because that was a nice short you took. CL is still dropping. Oh gosh, what's this volume coming in now? I have my second limit order for my partial at 30,003.50, and we came to 995. We came within like, okay, we weren't so close. Around 8 points. Oh, we've got words of wisdom in the chat. Good morning, Riz. He says, I'm sad, Colleen. I love that he calls me Colleen now. You said I would win yesterday. I probably performed the worst. What happened, Riz? What happened? He said, futures is not as simple as I thought. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for context, Claudia, Riz has, we got words of wisdom in the chat, and he said yesterday that he had never traded futures and he was asking for help. And I said, you got this. His opponent was down already on the day. He was already winning just because his opponent was in the red.
Yeah.
Somehow, Riz, you got captured. You want to talk about it? Oh my gosh. I was shocked, Riz. I got to say, I was shocked because I told you had the lead there. You were good. You were going good. You just had to put on two or three. You had to make 3 trades.
The transition from CFDs is tricky though.
He lost 11,000. Riz. Oh my gosh. Nick says get Riz on stream. Riz, do you want to come on? Would you like to come on and talk about it? I think these guys would. If you have time, Riz, we would love to get you on. We can talk about it. He said I was trying to work the contracts out.
Yeah.
Oh, Riz. I don't know. I believed in you. You were so close. But it is hard. The way that the competition works as well is that you are limited. So you are allowed to trade 10 micros. And with NQ, for example, that's $2 a point. But I should have probably told you that yesterday. But if you want to jump on stream, Riz, let me know. We can somehow work this out. We have 30 minutes left. Everyone's like, come on stream, Riz, come on stream. $750 likes for Riz to come on. We should do this. It's either Riz or a giveaway. Let's see what they say. They're all like, Riz. Riz says, I can jump on, but I haven't got my setup, just a semi-broken laptop. It'll do. As long as if we're able to hear you, they'll choose the giveaway. No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Nick, if you want to send him the link in the background, we can make this work, Riz. Semi-broken laptop, it'll do. As long as we can hear you. Let's do it. Let's hear about how your duel went down yesterday. Nick, can I leave that with you if you can get the link to Riz? This will be fun.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to know how people are taking the duels situation, like how people are approaching it. As I literally did that one trade. Well, I had two bad trades, one good trade, and then I didn't trade the rest of it. Okay, cool. Nick's gonna send you that link, Riz, and then hopefully we can get you on. That'll be fun. Chat, we will still do a giveaway. We'll do a special giveaway. But everyone wants to see Riz on stream. Who else, by the way, chat, who else is still in round 2 with me and Nick? Who is still alive in the Grand Cup? I know Brandon is, I know Misty is. Who else? Claudia, I think we lost you. Oh, she's drinking water.
Yeah, I was drinking water. That's what I need, a straw. See, I've got a glass, so I'm worried that I'll spill it down myself in front of everyone.
Oh, right. I even hate drinking water with this anyway. I've given up. I hope Riz isn't going to come on here and ask all complex questions about futures contracts, and I'm just like, what?
Just on the sidelines asking ChatGPT.
Fractal Femmes is Riz also joining your paddle team? He can if he wants. I'm pretty sure he is UK based, but we're doing it in Greece. I'm pretty sure Riz is a bit too busy for our paddle tournament. Oh, okay, Riz, we need you to accept Nick's IG DM request. If you're listening, if you're still with us. you'll get a DM from, I think it's Nick M Trades on Instagram. That's Nick, and he'll send you the link to the stream that you can join. This will be exciting. I hope he's still around. All right, NQ, are we doing anything? How's your gold trade looking?
It's chopping. It hasn't broke the previous high or the previous low yet on the 5 minute. It's just playing around. Hopefully see a nice push. There's a nice lower side wick there. Prices came down into that that strong candle, filled in that imbalance, and hopefully see a push up. If it does want to hit TP, hopefully it happens on stream because it usually happens off after. I would like to get a TP on stream.
That is no, you have taken TP on here before, I swear.
Once maybe.
I think more than that. Oh, cool. Nick said Riz is coming. All right, awesome. Let's do this. This is going to be so much fun. Well, he is the podcast guru, and here we are about to interview Riz. We'll roll with it, Claudia.
Yeah.
Russell's like, she sounds Scottish. Irish.
There we go.
Here he is. All right, chat, it is time. We have the Riz, aka Words of Wisdom, in the back here. He has now joined us on stream. Hi, good morning, Riz.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you. And Nick threw this out there. I appreciate you coming on. You're probably a very busy man. So we appreciate you having you on Tradeify TV for a brief moment. But we want to talk about it. What happened? Riz, what happened?
Yeah, I've never traded futures. Obviously, some people get surprised by that because of all the people that I interviewed. I've been meaning to, but I just spend so much time on the podcast that I don't get to trade as much. But anyway, when we spoke yesterday, when I was in the chat, I toyed around with it, did like $500. I was like, okay, this doesn't seem too bad. Got out of the trade to test, like, okay, how do I get in, get out? I'm so confused on what was I using? Tradeify, and it had like the DOM. And I was like, what the heck is this? What's going on here? And then I got into another trade, and I was trying to work out, okay, how do I change it from minis or micros? And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I got into I think one. Which one's bigger? The
mini.
The mini. I got into one mini, I believe, and then what was it? It was on gold. And then I was trying to work out which chart I need to look at.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And then the gold dumped. I needed you, Claudia. I needed your strategy. Then gold just dumped. So it was already floating like minus, I think it was 2-3K at one point. And I was like, oh, maybe come back. Then it just kept going. And then had to cut that loss. And then I think it was then NQ. And I was doing the same thing. I was like, okay, how do I get the smaller contract? But it didn't work out. It was I didn't get past day one.
It was one thing after another. I mean, you had the lead just by not taking a trade like from the morning, and I was like, Riz, you've got this. That's why I was like, just take 3 small trades is all you have to do.
I know, but I wanted to try and actually trade. Like I didn't want to win.
Yeah.
Like that. Plus, I was worried in case my opponent would come back. I know they went down. Because I was seeing in the original start of the Grand Cup and the amount of P&L that people were doing, I was like, people are savages. So I wanted to be prepared.
Yeah.
But then, really, I blame Tradeify's team. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because I thought it started on the Tuesday, so I was ready to do it from my home setup and stream, live stream whilst I was trading it. But then I realized it was at 6 p.m. It started on the Tuesday UK time. No, not UK time. Sorry, EST.
EST.
So then I had to travel to my family's house up north in the UK. So I was basically doing all this trading from my phone yesterday, which is never the best. But
no, I
so I don't have to be a loser. That's fine. I can do that.
Okay, I have to admit, Nick and I both got mixed up with the time zone as well. I'm in Australia. Nick is in Switzerland, and so when they said Tuesday, May 26th, we were like, I woke up and I was ready to trade on Tuesday. It's not the case.
But it's
So
okay.
that messed us up as well. Well, do the chat have any questions? I mean, it's not every day you get to have Riz on stream. I mean, this is what you do anyway, I guess. This is like in flip now. I'm doing the interviewing here, so this is funny. But looking forward to PropFem Expo as well, end of June.
Yes, yeah, that's going to be really fun.
That would be good. But chat, if you guys have any questions, I know Riz is probably in a rush. But there we go. Nick saying, yep, same. I got up at 11:45 just to trade, just to find out that it wasn't the time. No, it's been good. The duels have been very, very interesting. And we'll see. I mean, Brett
lost.
Yes, Brett has already been taken out. And for me, I guess he was in my lineup. So basically in my bracket, that was the only outlaw that I had to come up against. And now he's out of there. So, I mean, the 25K bounty is gone, but at least in a good way. Now I don't have to come up head to head with Brett. So maybe it is a clear shot for me to the finish line. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Brett also, another one. He was in the lead, didn't have to take a trade. He had already taken a couple of trades by the New York session. And so I don't know. When it comes to competition, though, and trading, it's hard not to take those extra trades, I think.
Especially
when
time limit.
Sorry.
Especially when there's a time limit as well.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's really
I guess
well put together. It really surprised me. Like, the whole competition as a whole, how it all works, the leaderboard, everything is it's really incredible. It's really amazing.
I think like the Grand Cup, the first one we did, that was awesome. But I think the format of this one is just taking it a whole nother step, like having the dual format, everyone up. Also, the fact that you can't see your opponent's balance, like only 4 times in a trading day, is I think the part that makes this. It's all strategy. It's all like. It's mind games. I mean, I had the guy that I was up against was in the stream yesterday and he was talking a whole lot of rubbish, telling me he was up 3.5K and so trying to throw me off. And yeah, it's been really good. So I hope everyone's really loved it and hopefully we can do another one very soon. I'm sure we will. But
well, I think the future of these things leads to hopefully one day doing like a in-person event. Where it's like Team Tradeify versus, Team Lucid, for example, or Team Tradeify versus another prop or another team. I think it gets there eventually, and these things like what Tradeify has done here and the way they put it together is pushing it in that direction. Not easy, but I think it will get there for sure. I think it will.
Yeah. I think just like gamifying trading. I think that's what we all like. We all love a little bit, like outside of trading, we all love a little bit of. A lot of people were actually saying we should have been betting on this. I think that also would have been a cool to throw in there, like, bet on which outlaw or whatever you think is going to win the round or whatever. So yeah, there's so many ways to take it, but it's been really good fun. So you're probably not going to touch futures again then?
No, I'll touch futures for sure. I'll start trading. I'll trade some futures props or something. The main thing for me is I don't really get time to day trade. I transitioned to swing trading. That's why I was still trading CFDs. But then even the CFD props, a lot of them kind of not restricted, but like I've honed in a bit on swing trading as well. That's the only problem I have is I never really have time to sit down and like scalp a session, for example, because I'll be in a lot of shoots a lot of the time. So it makes it difficult to day trade. So that's why like the whole futures thing I've always wanted to make that transition or at least learn it and then start to do it. But it's just been very difficult because of all the shoots, all the planning and everything. I just don't have a fixed routine and all the travel as well. So like I'm never in a fixed routine to like scalp a particular hour, for example. Like most people trade the open. I wouldn't be able to stick to that. I'd probably be able to trade like once every 2-3 weeks. So it wouldn't really work out well. So swing trading, I'm able to, get into a trade, really just set limits and then leave it to play out. It either loses or it plays out. And if it plays out, I'm normally in the trade for 2 to 3 weeks.
Nice. Yeah. And so what, I'm just going to throw the questions to you then. What assets, like what are you trading in those swing trades mainly?
So swing trades mainly has been Euro USD on the CFD side. And that's because I used to scalp that for like 2-3 years before the podcast really took off. Then I paused trading entirely for 2-3 years whilst the podcast was growing. Then I traded again last year, but it's transitioned to swing trading. And last year I did how much I do, $120,000 or $140,000 in payouts, but just on like part time, just on the side. But then the prop I was trading with started putting rules on me, 1% risk rules, and can't take another trade in an hour, and all these weird different things. So then that became difficult. Then they got rid of their swing trading account for the 200K account size that I had. So then that's a day trading account now. So I'm thinking I'll probably have to open a personal account or something, but we'll see. I'll try and because I want to jump on the streams more, even with you guys. I think we're organizing something because I'm partnered with Tradeify on a very, very big project that's coming out in a few weeks, and it's going to be an absolute game changer. So I'll be on stream with them. But I want to learn the futures properly now. I think I've taken it personally, the way I sort of embarrassed myself. Yes, I've given Patrick and more people bloody bragging rights and a way to just talk bad about me even more. So
I know. Oh, even more. I mean, there's always going to be those ones, but now that we're on stage trading, oh gosh, now we have to answer for this, and it's all fun and games. But that's interesting. All right, well, yeah, we are very excited for what's to come, working alongside you, Riz, as well. I'm just going to check if there were any questions from the chat quickly. I mean, I didn't want to throw you on here and then do a whole interview. I know you're very busy, but maybe we can answer. Do you have like a couple more minutes?
Yeah, no, of course.
Let's see if there's any questions from the chat in here that I've missed. Someone wants to ask for your best trading psychology advice.
Trading psychology advice. The one I lean on most, well, there's two things. One is one I learned through the podcast from the guests and speaking to a lot of especially like the 7-8 figure traders, is a lot of the time, early on in your career, that is, a lot of the time, what people say is a psychological problem usually isn't. It's usually a strategy problem and an edge problem. Most people unfortunately don't journal. They don't like sort of build out their data and understand their data behind their strategy. And therefore it's easy to say, hey, it's my psychology that's the problem, when in reality, their strategy probably doesn't actually have edge, or they don't even know if it does or not. And when you don't know, every loss then becomes personal. Every loss seems like a surprise and shouldn't happen, especially any string of losses. And a string of losses to someone might be 2 or 3. But in reality, their edge might tell them that, actually an average losing streak could be 6 trades, and that's normal. So when you actually know the data, now suddenly it doesn't mean that you take 5 trades in losing trades in a row, you don't feel bad, but at least you have a better understanding of actually this is pretty normal within my system. So first of all, people, that can help massively, because when you know the data, you can start to rely on that data, right? But it takes work to build that data. So a lot of the time it's just people avoiding the hard work. And I was one of those people. I think everyone is, earlier on. But then after that, I think it really comes down to understanding that the one thing guaranteed in trading is losing. It's the only thing guaranteed. I think a lot of people are always chasing perfection or some form of strategy that's going to allow them to read the market like a book and have a high win rate, when in reality, most strategies probably won't have that. But equally, regardless, your strategy will always have losses, and you always have those moments of uncertainty. Sometimes you'll be in the flow and you'll feel like you're reading the market like a book, and it feels so obvious, but then there'll be 3 weeks later or a month later, the conditions have changed slightly and it'll feel like you can't read anything at all. And it's in those moments to understand again your edge, right? That when you have a proven edge, all our job is to try and follow that as close as possible, with much perfection, if you will, but understanding at the same time that we're not perfect, right? And I think that uncertainty as well, when it comes to trading psychology, something that helped me was actually having money outside of trading. In terms of just some savings. A lot of people, I was one of them massively, is like just spending money on, back then it wasn't even challengers, because it wasn't even like prop firms weren't as big back then. It was just personal accounts. So I was just putting in like $500, whatever I had, £500, £200, whatever, into accounts over and over again. But that ended up adding up over time. And it wasn't money I had that I could afford to lose. And all I was thinking about was all the money I'd lost, every time I was trying to trade. And all the things that I could do once I'm profitable, and if these trades work. When in reality, when I took a step back spent time really refining my system and my edge, and at the same time saving. So when I then started to trade, now I had my edge, and I didn't need the money from trading necessarily. I had like 3 months, 3 to 6 months worth of a cash buffer in terms of my expenses, right? That really helped as well, because now I didn't need to make profit. I didn't have to. It's just, obviously my goal was to make it and to follow my edge, but I didn't have to, because I had the money there in order to have my expenses paid for. And again, that's just, most people just don't do that in everyday life, let alone traders. But trading is absolutely necessary, because regardless of whether you're a funded trader, 7-figure trader, 8-figure trader, that never changes, right? That uncertainty is always there, and there's no guarantee with how much you'll make from trading. And because of that, it's important to either have a secondary income that covers your expenses and allows you to have that peace of mind, or at least have a cash cushion, 6 to 12 months worth of expenses, because you never know what the markets will do. All it takes is the market conditions to change for an extended period of time, and suddenly that edge you were trading is no longer usable, or you need to adapt, and it might take that length of time for you to do so. Regardless of how good of a trader that you are and how long you've been trading for, majority of people who are trading today are used to the markets they've seen over the last, say, 2 to 3 years. But then all it was, a couple of years before that was more of a choppy sideways market, and then a couple of years before that was COVID market, and then a few years before that it was really flat markets, right? But most people don't realize that. But the ones who've gone through these different cycles always prepare themselves, accordingly. And that's why I think it's good to study, past price action, and other traders, traders who have been around a very long time.
Yeah, 100%. There, even in back testing, it's like you can back test 5 years back, and I still think there is so much more analysis to be done beyond that, seeing different market conditions. Price action just is never the same, and we're in one cycle now, and that's going to change again. Like, it's just, be prepared as you can. And obviously, like you mentioned with financials, like taking all that stress off your shoulders, I think is such a great tip as well. Well, I don't know, anything else we can, while we have him, chat? I mean, you are going to make an appearance, I believe, again with Tradeify TV. So, I mean, we don't want to steal too much of your time, Riz, but we can just maybe have time for one more question. Riz, if you agree.
No, of course. I'm easy.
Okay, let's just see. One more question, chat, and then we will do a giveaway, of course. They all want to do a giveaway. We normally would do a giveaway, but one moment, let's see. They're saying you have the perfect British accent.
I got lucky. I could have, if my mum didn't teach me how to speak semi-decently well, I would have been speaking a very different English style, no doubt.
Where actually, do you follow the EPL? Were you around all the Arsenal fans in London?
No, that's the big British surprise with me is I don't really watch football or follow sport that much. I don't have time. I'm listening to all these traders all the time and stuff.
Yeah, of course. Of course, you have time.
But I was in London the other day, and there was just, I say hooligans. They weren't hooligans. They were just celebrating a win. It wasn't Arsenal. It was some other team. They had like smoke, those sort of smoke grenades. Fireworks in London. It was. It's always a good time, yes. Some people can get a little crazy, but the football culture here is people really take it seriously. I know the World Cup's coming to the US, so I think I'll be in the US shooting some big productions in Miami at the end of July. So I think it's during the whole World Cup thing. So no doubt that'll be interesting as well.
Well, you'll be there at a good time. The US will be, I'm sure, very, very busy June, July. Well, I don't know. You guys, I'm giving you guys the opportunity to ask Riza now your questions, but I'm not sure.
They want the giveaways. That's what it is.
They want the giveaway. Yeah.
The chat. Giveaways.
I have a question if the chat's not coming up with one.
Just because you're
talking about the shift of different market cycles, and I think something that I struggled with for a long time, and I know a lot of other traders do, is you hear from people the importance of adapting to a new market cycle, but I think a lot of people struggle in how to identify that shift. Have you learned along the way on the podcast or your own experience, like a cue that traders can use to see that there's a shift so they can take a step back, analyze their strategy before, like ruining their accounts, basically?
I think mainly it's a lot of the time those shifts are always sort of tied to some sort of fundamental, change, with a very significant shift. So if you look at like COVID was just a whole different thing the world hasn't really ever seen before. And in that process, you knew something dramatic was happening, and therefore the market's going to shift. Similar with, to be fair, when Trump first came in 2016, that was a huge shift the world had never seen before in terms of the sort of character as the leader of the US, like the biggest economy in the world, and therefore, and the way he was leading and started to tweet and so on. That was a whole different market back then, even compared to now that he's back in. It's very different, because back then he would tweet and the markets would go crazy, right? Like gold would just go fly up, crazy amount of pips in one direction. Then he would tweet again like 10 minutes later and it would go the complete opposite way. Yeah. And some things are hard to predict, and that's kind of part of the learning curve, if you will. But a large part of it is that fundamental shift and what it then means for whether it's the dollar or whether it's now I don't have a deep understanding of it, but like bonds and yields and that side of things. The biggest thing is when you recognize that, okay, the markets have gone from, say, a trending environment to, could be a choppy environment, or it could be even a bearish environment, right? So whether it's trending bullish or to the bear side. And I think it's just understanding that, okay, the market conditions have changed. And you might recognize after taking a few losses or feeling a bit confused. And I think it's just trying to bring that self-awareness in that moment and being present enough to say, okay, something shifted here, or I don't have the clarity I had, or my results are starting to shift. Let me either size down, or even more, I would say, like, take a step back and just evaluate what's happening. And I think, again, what can they do, very easily is just study past cycles, like study past price action, study what great traders have done during these different cycles and shifts. What have they done in order to adapt? And sometimes, a lot of people, when they hear in terms of like, oh, my strategy might stop working and stuff, they actually get fearful, when in reality, it doesn't necessarily mean your whole strategy ends, and you have to build a whole new one. It normally just means you might have to just tweak things, right? It might be that you were going like a 1 to 3 hour sort of risk to reward. You might just have to go 1 to 2 because price volatility isn't as strong anymore and you're not getting those big movements. It might be as simple as that. But again, it's being able to be present and sort of aware in that moment, take a step back, start to sort of just study the price action and figure out, okay, where's the sweet spot right now, or little tweaks I should make. And equally, it kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier, which is having the cash cushions there for these moments. Because it might be a case where you might just need to take a step back for a little bit. It might be a month, right? I think it was only a month ago, 2 months ago, where a lot of futures traders were complaining about the choppy price action that we were seeing, and it was just sort of ranging. We weren't seeing much expansion. And that's a perfect month example where maybe you're a full-time trader at this point and you don't trade for a whole month, but you still got bills to pay. And that's why having the cash cushion or a side income is so important, so that in those moments, you don't have to pressure yourself to trade. Because similar to like yesterday in my performance, you pressure yourself to trade. I didn't even need to trade, and I could have maybe won, right? But I pressured myself to trade and to perform. And that's sort of what happens, right? And especially if you don't know what you're doing, that's exactly what happens. So taking that step back and just trying to be calm and just be more sort of aware and studying. Studying is kind of the big thing that a lot of people try and put off. And I get it, because it's kind of boring. And it's not the sort of sexy, fun, exciting and thrilling that trading can bring. But unfortunately, to be good at trading, you have to do a lot of the boring stuff. But it's just sort of sharpening your tools consistently,
Yeah. That's so valuable.
Yeah, for sure. And I was just going to say, I still think I'm in that learning cycle. I am almost 3 years into my trading journey. So I'm still at the very beginning and I'm still doing that study. I think people will probably be shocked, but I still sit here, I will backtest, I will watch different traders, I will look into my own strategies. It's still just an ongoing, I feel like, learning situation when it comes to trading. You have to always adapt and be constantly, you know, tracking your trades, journaling, and all that sort of thing. But we have just officially, the 3-hour stream would normally be up, but I did promise these guys a giveaway. So Riz, you're welcome to stay for the giveaway if you'd like, but also we can farewell you from here. Up to you.
No, I'll jump off now just because people are calling my phone.
Yes, go for it. Okay, well, we appreciate
you having me on and letting me sort of have this therapy session of my losses. I appreciate it.
Yes, we appreciate you being here. Everyone drop a W Riz in the chat. We love having you here. Hopefully there is more to come with Tradeify and Riz, and we'll see. Good luck for the next Grand Cup. That's all I can say.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, guys.
All right. See you. Thanks, Riz.
That was cool.
All right. Awesome. There you go, chat. We just interviewed the interviewer. If we just did like a reverse there on Riz. Usually he's the one interviewing everyone, so we put him on the spot there. But he's great. Now, just to finish us off here, because it wouldn't be a London session stream without a giveaway, I have posted the giveaway form in the chat. I don't know if any of you saw it, but I'm going to give you 2 more seconds. I'm going to post it one more time just in case you guys didn't see. Here is the form. You have literally 1 minute to fill it out. That is it. And then we will do the giveaway. The very last one. Let me just see. We do have some responses in here, so I know some of you have seen the form. I'm going to give it literally 30 seconds because we're already a little bit over here. Claudia, quick update on your gold trade. How is it looking?
Just floating about. Hasn't done anything. Still stuck in between that previous 5-minute high and low. So
yeah. Okay, awesome. All right, we have some responses in here. There is still a few, so I'm just gonna go with it. We're gonna take what we've got. I'm gonna see. I think there's still quite a few. 435 of you in this giveaway, so let's go for it. I'm just gonna get the spin the wheel ready. All right, here we go. All right, let's see who's gonna win the last giveaway. We're gonna do it like speed version. We're gonna do this really quick. Good luck, everybody. All right, Just Nicola, congrats. Quickly let me know that you're in here. Just Nicola. Oh. Are they here? Then we're gonna do lightning growth. Yes, okay, Just Nicola, amazing. Thanks for answering quickly. All right, now we're gonna spin to see whether you want a lightning growth or select account, and then we will spin to see of what size. Oh, is it gonna be another lightning? It's gonna be another lightning. Here we go. All right, Just Nicola, let's see. This is gonna be a good account regardless. I might be fired. All right, 25K. We're gonna do some 50Ks in there. We're gonna do 100K, and then we're gonna do 150K. All right, let's see. We're gonna spin the wheel, see what you get.
150K, hopefully.
Oh my gosh, it's another 150K lightning.
No way.
I literally put one in there. Guys, Brett, do not fire me. All right, well, that's 250K lightning funded. What a stream it's been today. We had Claudia on, we had Riz on. It's been fun, everybody. I mean, we're still in these trades as well. Just Nicola, by the way, I need you to put, just before I forget, please put your email address, link to your Tradeify account in your YouTube channel description. That way we can get the account to you. But it's been fun. We are still in these trades. I will update you, of course, to see how this trade ends up working out. And hopefully I make it alive through this day 2 of the Grand Cup Jewels. Claudia, I love having you on. And to the rest of you guys, chat, we will see you normal time. I'll be at 7 a.m. UK tomorrow. And we've got New York stream ahead of us as well, 8:30 Eastern. Make sure you're there. But yeah, we'll hopefully see you soon, Claudia.
Yes.
Did you have any last words? I'm trying to speed it up because I know we're like over, but did you have any last anything?
For today? Yeah, because I'll talk for 10 minutes giving advice. It's okay.
Okay. All right. We appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye. Have a good day.